loss record puts them in the top of the standings. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
Yes, indeed. 4:20 in the Southland. Good afternoon, as another show would say. It is Sedano Kap on for you. Usually they go bottom. There you go, DeMarco. Cappy is experiencing technical difficulties, so you've got me, Morales, along with DeMarco. The whole crew is here. The whole
That's right.
Mishpucha on this Thursday afternoon. Cappy is there now.
I'm Rudy Sarzo.
No,
yes,
he's
I'm
not there.
Best backup bass guy in the world.
Okay.
What is happening there, Chris?
DeMarco, I'm not going to lie. I am a little tired. I fell asleep in the bullpen area.
Dude, you dozed right off.
You, Funchy, DeAndre, and Laura were talking to me, but you specifically were talking about a story with a person named Brian Pumper.
I can't believe you don't know who Brian Pumper is.
I don't know who Brian Pumper is.
I mean,
he knows who he is.
He has to
I
know,
honestly
right?
don't.
Where are you,
I'm not
Funchy?
as-
I don't know who he is.
He has to know who he is.
Cappy's there.
Cappy.
Yeah, I don't know who Prime Pumper is.
No, Brian Pumper, not Prime Pumper.
Brian
not
Pumper.
Prime Pumper?
No.
No, Brian Pumper.
But Brian
I
Pumper.
didn't know either.
But Brian Pumper sounds like your kind of guy. But we'll digress for a second. Cappy, the technical difficulties are over.
Yeah, I'm good.
I might have said something that we put. I told you I was tired. I was literally asleep.
Dude, you fell asleep right there, like narcoleptic. You were gone. What happened?
Where'd you fall asleep?
Right in the bullpen.
Well,
He blamed somebody else for that.
On the floor?
No, in
in
a
the
chair.
chair.
Yeah. Like he fuzzed out on us. Did you get sleep last night?
I did.
Then what's happening?
Tired.
Why are you so tired?
Well, I don't know. It's been a long day. My days start at like 4:30 in the morning.
Okay.
With what?
Hey, our days start early.
Yeah.
What time did you? I woke up at
4.
4:45.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like
What time did you actually start working?
Like 5 o'clock.
And then, no, you didn't.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
No, you didn't.
5 a.m. Yes, sir. Like, why are you so tired? How could you fall asleep mid-sentence?
I was tired, and you weren't that. It wasn't that.
I knew you were going to try to say that.
It wasn't that interesting.
Everybody else was interested. Everybody else was into the convo. You just fell asleep on us.
I did. So apparently,
Is that a normal?
Cappy, you're going to have to reboot again. I'm hearing.
I see him. There he is.
All right.
Oh,
Apparently,
he froze again.
We're having some technical
David
issues.
Blaine. Have you seen David Blaine freeze? Goes into a block of ice.
You're into some weird stuff, man.
Do you know who David Blaine is? The magician guy?
Yes.
That's crazy.
You are into some weird
I
stuff.
saw him levitate. I saw him like change cards right in front of me. It was like
Chris
eerie.
Angel?
What?
Yes, he levitated right in
He gets
front
like
of us.
models. The mind freak.
Nuts. He does.
He gets like models.
I think that's the thing, man. That's
Yes.
what distracts you.
The magic.
I mean, nothing but tens all around him, and he's doing these magic tricks, and it's insane. He made Isaac Bruce like run away from him. It was so scary the trick he did. Yeah.
What's
you don't
scary
know-
was what you were talking about earlier.
What? Brian Pumper?
Yes.
I can't just look him up. Come on. Yeah, I love to see that guy get things done to him. That sounds really bad.
I'm looking at what's left of the Circle of Trust this afternoon.
What
What
do
is
you mean
going
what's
on with
left?
that? Look at you.
Wait, I thought
tweets
this
coming
was
in.
off limits.
It was off limits, and then we had to throw the rundown out, and I'm in here with
Why?
falling asleep
What
minutes
happened?
ago.
What happened?
Why-
Laura,
No,
you,
but
Laura,
here's why.
He brought it up. You said you tell me later. What
No, I'm
happened?
not going to get into why I
Oh.
said that. I'm just going to get into some of the tweets coming in.
Okay.
Hooper's ex, talking about Hayden Lake, Idaho.
Yeah.
Our other AC Fresh says, if you know, you know who Brian Pumper is. So there's
There you
others
go.
like you that who know who Brian Pumper is.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen him around. I'm sure you've been in the
I
same
have
space.
not.
I'm sure you've been in the same spaces. Do you
No.
go out in LA? Do you go out on Sunset? Do you hang out?
I'm not trying to. No, I'm not 20 years old anymore.
But do you hang out? Have you hung out in LA before?
I haven't. Yes.
Like at popular spots?
Yes.
Then I'm sure you've been in the same spots as him. He's kind of like a pseudo celeb. Yeah.
Brian Pumper.
Brian Pumper, except his job is just X-rated. That's all. Yeah, he likes eggs. He likes raw eggs. Yeah,
raw eggs. Though.
Look it up. Look it up on X.
I'm not going to look it up.
Look it up on X.
I'm not looking it up.
Don't look up him performing. Look up what happened to him on X.
I don't want to see him performing.
Where's Funchy? Did you see it, Funchy?
Yeah,
I did see the video.
Yes.
But I didn't see any of his real videos.
And then
we didn't see his work. We just saw what happened to him. That's what I'm trying to get to.
And then you brought up another name. I don't even remember. And, of course, Funchy knew that one.
Yes, and we
Prime
didn't
Pump?
know any of these.
No,
Of course.
Mr. Marcus is the other one. Yeah.
DeAndre, do the Funchy. Come on.
What's the Funchy?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I got research, man. Yeah.
Oh my God, sorry.
I'm being told Scott Kaplan is back now.
Yeah, he's back.
Hey, listen, DeAndre, you got to throw in when you're doing your Funchy.
Yeah,
you
ma.
got to throw in a little like this. Yeah, ma.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, ma.
Well, DeMarco knows Bruno.
No, but
Bruno.
but Funchy never says man. He goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, ma.
Ma.
Yeah, ma.
Yeah, ma. Yeah, ma.
Yeah, ma.
Straight Californian.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma.
Yeah, man. All right, so
Sir Caperton, what's up, man?
So listen, all right, I had a technical issue, okay? And as Chris knows, I'm like a big giant baby. When I have a technical problem, I start freaking out. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. Oh my God, I'm going to miss the show. I'm literally sitting here trying to Google how to fix my Comrex. Then I tried to call the Comrex Corporation. They're open from 9 to 5 Eastern time, so that didn't work out for me. Chris, I took the battery out of the Comrex.
right.
But it was still plugged in, so then I unplugged the thing, and then finally it died, and then I was able to plug it back in, get it restarted, and here we are.
All right.
Here we are.
Is everybody happy
You're
about
freaking
that?
out. Yeah.
Well, I didn't really I didn't plan to be here this long, so
Yeah.
What was your? But you're a very tired guy.
I'm tired a lot recently.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I tried to help
Go to
him.
the doctor.
I tried to help
I
him.
don't go to the doctor.
You have that's the problem.
Cap, I
Man
was trying to
needs
give
go.
him a name of like this rejuvenation clinic, and he shut me down before I even got
Oh,
started.
that's when I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
to
Yes.
to be fair, after hearing two porn star names coming out
Whoa.
of DeMarco's mouth, can I say
Whoa.
that? Can I say that?
You just
You just
did.
did.
Well, I don't know. Adult entertainers, I don't know. Would you really trust whatever he's sending you to?
No.
Yes.
Exactly.
I got this from an 80-year-old dude,
Exactly.
Indian dude. He's born in Kenya. Super rich guy. Like, he was telling me I need to go to this place to rejuvenate. So I'm like, let me pass this on to Chris. And sure enough, as soon as I see you, you're falling asleep. So I'm like,
Chris, why don't you get a vitamin B shot?
that's what I'm saying. You know?
Those are good.
Yeah.
The
What time do you-
vitamin B is
What time
good.
do you sleep at night?
Usually like 11 p.m. to 3 or 4.
Oh, that's
not-
good. That's good.
That's not bad.
No, that's,
okay.
that's not
bad.
that's not that good.
Yeah,
It's not horrible. At least he's sleeping.
Need more
Yeah,
sleep.
but that's
brother.
4 hours.
I do need a
4
lot of
hours.
sleep. I
Yeah.
need more sleep.
You need more sleep?
You know,
And I need more working out.
You in Ireland don't sleep, right? Ireland doesn't sleep.
He doesn't sleep.
He doesn't sleep at all. Okay.
But
wow.
some people are short. There's like legit subjects where people are short-term sleepers. Like they only require a certain amount of sleep, and they function properly, and
Yeah.
it doesn't like mess with their health. Because if they actually oversleep, they get tired.
You ever tried a sleep study? Like the sleep
Yeah.
apnea sleep study?
I don't have sleep apnea, but I have a hole in my nostril.
Okay.
So that causes a lot of snoring. So I
Explain
use
to him why you have that hole.
He knows why. So I use hostage tape.
Escobar?
So I use
Is that why the hole
Dios
is there, or is
mío.
that the hostage part of it?
I had a lot of fun in my 20s.
Yeah, Ma?
Okay.
Yeah, Ma.
Yeah, Ma. Yeah. Try a sleep study, man. You never know.
Yeah, what's he going to tell me? That
You
you
might-
put me to sleep?
You might be waking up.
You and your medium market
You may be
St. Louis.
waking up every 35 seconds and not knowing it.
Yes, he's
I'm not.
right.
So I have
Yeah.
used many of those apps
Yeah.
that monitor and everything, and it's just
Like a full-on sleep
No.
study like the
I'm not
pros
going
do.
to a sleep study.
should.
It might help
I'm
you.
not.
It might help
You should.
you.
I'm not.
You sound
It's
like my
really
brother.
good.
It might help you.
I don't know who your brother is. Nor do I care.
You don't want to get better? You
I'm
want to be
fine.
like this?
I'm fine.
That's the
You're
question.
falling asleep
That's the question.
mid-sentence.
Yeah, and guess what?
What?
If I have time in the morning,
Yeah.
and I get a really nice workout in, it changes everything. Then I feel amazing. I feel like I could break you. I could saw you
You
in
sound
half.
like my brother. See, Cap? See? See?
Yeah.
I feel like
He doesn't
I could,
want your help.
Not at all.
Wait,
That's
you know what you
So
guys
right now.
need? Just get. All you need is a woman's touch.
Oh,
That's it.
I think he has that.
No, like she gets involved and tells him to go to the doctor.
you should go Brian
Oh,
Pumper.
right.
Oh, well, that's not. No.
You got to go see Prime Pumper.
There you go.
There's Cappy.
I see you, Cap. Yes.
Prime Pupper will hook you up.
My man.
So I brought up the COT while we were scrambling.
Yeah, he did.
But I don't really want to bring it up the next few days. I want everything to die down. I will say this. This will be my only comment to it all.
Okay.
The next week, there will be a COT Peace Summit.
Oh.
We will not let the COT go down like this.
Nice.
And we will bring together...
who's in on the summit?
Myself, the leader of the Wolfpack, and I will invite Crypto Ray the General.
Nice. A truce.
So wait, I have one quick question. So it's just you and the leader of the Wolfpack and Crypto Ray. There's only 3 of you.
Yes.
I'm gonna suggest that maybe we bring in 2 more people.
Who?
I think that you should have yourself. I think on one side of the table should be Crypto Ray and Casper Villa, and on the other side of the table should be the leaders of the Wolfpack. You should have the vice president of the Handsome Man community and Dead Meow. I think all 5 of yous should get into the office together. Chris, you sit at the head of the table like a judge. Maybe we even put on like a black robe on
nice.
you, and then you have we mediate. Okay, and
Go
but
Vito
the end of
Corleone on them. Yeah, there
right.
you go.
When we're not leaving till everybody's hugging it out.
Because by next Wednesday,
Yeah.
anybody with a Wolfpack thing will be thrown out.
Wow. Wow.
Wait.
That's
You're
not how
going to
Vito
throw out
works.
Sedano?
Right,
Yes.
that's what I was going to ask you.
That's not how
Sedano's
Vito
in the
works.
You
Wolfpack.
can't.
No,
Come on.
but Sedano's going to remove it. I talked to him today.
Oh.
You did.
I told
He's
him
taking the
we're-
Wolfpack down.
Potentially. We're still negotiating that part.
Okay.
I was like, you
Don
can't kick him out.
Barzini.
He owns it.
I don't know. Can the moderator
No.
kick out an owner?
No.
No.
But
We're all moderators. He's
You
owner.
can suggest.
I could suggest.
You can
like,
suggest.
If I told him he only has to work with Cappy for 2 more years,
You can suggest.
he will then go. He will
Okay.
remove the Wolfpack.
There you go.
Yeah, probably so. I would think so. You got to fix this, Chris, because if I'm going to be, and I want to be 100, okay?
100.
I want to keep it real, okay? Because I'm a real one. This is all
Yes, you
your
are.
fault. This
It's
is all
actually
your fault.
it's not my fault.
It is 100% your fault.
How's it my fault?
Because if Crypto Ray would have given the pin to John Ireland,
Right.
then and it would have remained under wraps, everybody would have gone about their lives as normal. But once you
You
aired
don't think
Crypto out,
you don't think when people saw the episode and
Wait,
saw
hold
him
on.
get pinned?
Let him finish. Go ahead.
No, I don't think it would have been as bad. I think that we made it worse. In fact, let me rephrase that. I think you made it worse.
You made it worse.
Well, I'm not afraid of the drama, unlike you, who's in fear of the drama.
Yeah.
You don't like fighting. You don't like infighting. You don't like bits like this.
Do you like fighting?
I like engagement.
You like the chaos.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I like engagement.
Chaos.
I'm a peacekeeper. I'm more of a peacekeeper.
Well, peace is not being kept. Okay.
I like everybody to get along.
Yes.
I like everybody to hug it out.
Yes.
I like everybody to see each other and like, oh, familia. I haven't
Yes.
seen you since
Oh,
the
one
last
last thing
Not worry
before I
about getting
leave.
shanked.
One last thing before I leave you both to the show. Are we storage now for you, Cappy? Is this a storage unit, you and Kaplan and the crew? Because your
sort of.
backdrop cannot just remain here.
Why not?
That's a studio of work.
Yeah, but why is it in the way? It's not
Coming in
way.
the fall, we've got a lot of stuff that's going to be in there.
Okay, well then I'll have to move it.
You're going to have to move it. Tear it down when you don't need it. You can put it in the back, but it has to be torn down.
All right, well, do me a favor, will you? Will you
Oh, God.
tear it down and then pack it up?
Oh.
I won't. You
okay.
can tear it down next
I
week
thought
when
that
you're
was going to
done.
go bad. Do me a favor.
This
Do
isn't
you
a-
have any idea how hard it was to set that thing up? It took 6 interns.
Wow.
By the way, I was around when you were asking somebody for, can I get interns to help me on Wednesday? And I'm like, I know this has to do with the Kaplan and crew. This has nothing to do with us at 710.
Well, let me ask you a question. How you think I could have done that by myself?
No. Why do you have such a you don't need such a monstrous backdrop. You have a one shot.
I helped
I
him,
know,
too.
but
You
it's
only
just
need
no-
a step and repeat behind you.
Well, that's what I got. I
No,
didn't
that's
order
not what you got. You got a giant backdrop.
it. It's pretty good, huh?
It is nice. Who'd you talk into paying for that?
I paid for it.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't have. I had to have somebody go order it for me, but it's pretty nice.
No, it is nice. It just can't just be hanging around all day.
Why not?
Because we need to use that studio for stuff.
All right, well then I'll move it to another studio. And then
No. Tear it down and put it in the back.
I can't tear it down. Once it's built, it's built.
Well, if you want to build a backdrop, don't have another radio station's backdrop in our radio
It's
station.
not another radio station.
It's another radio entity.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Do we air the Kaplan and Crew radio podcast?
We do not.
Okay.
But it's not some. It's. Yeah, I mean, if you want, we could put it on like our app if we wanted to.
That's a conversation I don't even want to
I
have at
see
the
you,
moment.
Cap. There you go. There you go.
All right, I screwed the whole show up. I screwed
No,
up
you
the
didn't.
beginning of the show, but that's all right. Chris is going to go back to sleep. We'll put Chris back. Somebody give Chris a blanket.
Give him a Coors
Chris,
Light.
Chris, you can use my backdrop as a pillow.
Listen,
Yes.
this room in here is not immune to people falling asleep.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Stone cold.
All right, well, you know what you could use, Chris? Let me tell you what you could use. An icy cold Coors Light. Because let me tell you something. I think the reason you're falling asleep is because it's so damn hot outside. Seriously. I mean, it is freaking Mojave Desert hot in downtown L.A., all right? And it's hot throughout Southern California. So this is the time of the year during the summer. You need something that's cool, crisp, icy cold, refreshing. I'm looking for something else. What else might it be, DeAndre?
Crushable.
Crushable. I'm looking for something crushable. That's an icy cold Coors Light. So it's summertime. There is no better liquid refreshment than icy cold Coors Light. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. And when drinking that Coors Light, celebrate responsibly. Let's reset the show.
Commerce Casino, with the widest variety of poker and table games around. From easy baccarat, hold'em, 21st century blackjack, and many more. Commerce Casino is where the game reigns. Must be 21. Play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit problemgambling.ca.gov.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
You've got to watch your NFL team every Sunday, and Verizon's got you covered for all your team's out-of-market games every Sunday afternoon. Come on! From kickoff to sign-off, from first downs and touchdowns to turnovers and overturned plays.
After review, the pass was incomplete.
Nice! Let's go! This season, win every Sunday with Verizon. Get a great deal on NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV and a new phone. Excludes digital-only games. Terms and embargoes apply.
This is Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
Walks around like a little puppy dog.
On 710 ESPN.
Wow. There has been a lot of Janet Jackson on this show in the last week.
We need more.
And DeMarco, as you have told us many times, you are a great chair dancer.
Yes.
Look at you go in that chair. Yeah. Shake that thing.
In a Pinto. Yes,
Look
sir.
at that.
Come on.
A pleasure
Go.
principle. Yeah. Oh, go.
D, this used to be the bomb back in the day, bro. Janet. Posters everywhere. Come on now.
You know what?
What?
You could have been, you and Janet Jackson could
Yeah,
have a little
blew it.
history.
Could have had
Blew it. Missed the field goal. Fumbled the handoff.
Where was that whole Janet Jackson interaction for you,
Oh, it was
DeMarco?
some club. It was a dancer. Her name was Peanut. Pretty as all get out. She worked on this. It was the, what do we call it? The auxiliary from the Best Damn Sports Show. When Michael Irvin came on, they kicked us all. Me and Goose and Tommy Davidson were on this NFL show, and we had dancers, and we hit it off. And she took me to this one club. 4, please. Thank you. Yeah, 4.
You got a headache, DeMarco?
I'm getting Advil. No, for the knee.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember I told you it was a big
4?
It was a big day today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
10
Big
miles.
walk.
10 miles.
10-mile walk.
10 miles.
What time did you start in the morning?
Like 4:30.
4:30
Did it
a.m.?
twice. Thank you. What are you doing?
4:30 a.m.
4:30 in the morning. Yes.
You started walking at 4:30 a.m.
in the morning. Yeah.
4:30 a.m.
You're feeling my hand.
Boy,
up.
look at Chris hold your
I
hand.
know. He
Boy, that is
wouldn't let
love
go.
right there.
That got
That is
uncomfortable.
love. Wait
Yeah.
a second. So 4:30 a.m. you started a 10-mile walk?
It takes like 3
Really?
plus. Yeah. I mean, so I got to get up early, and my kid's going to get up at 6:45. So I do half, wake her up, get her going, and then I go back and do the other half. That's why I said it was a big day. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I was going to text you guys, but I'm like 4:30 is weird.
I was up.
I know. I would have answered.
I was up at 5.
I was up.
5. Okay. Didn't you go to Chris Brown last night?
Yes.
And you would have been up at 4:30.
Yes.
What time did the show end?
11-ish.
11-ish. Okay,
Then
that's
we
not
went
so
to
bad.
dinner and then got home.
You know, I have a question, Cap and Laura. This is for Laura. Why do women dress up like that for shows?
Like what?
Like dress up. You saw what the
I know they
Yeah.
half naked. They're not
half
really
naked.
dressed.
That's a better. Are they hoping Chris Brown says come on
I
stage?
think they're hoping for that or to land something.
Land what?
Him or us?
Both.
Oh,
really?
okay.
It's not like single guys that go to Chris Brown shows.
No,
Right. Thank you, Funchy.
I mean, like, yeah, if it's like a hip hop show or something, yeah, but it's not. It's like Chris Brown. He's singing.
Yeah,
like,
I get that because there wasn't all the men that I saw were with their ladies.
Yeah, exactly. So why?
But-
Exactly. So that's a legitimate question. Why
It
are
is
the
a
women
legitimate
dressing
question.
up? What are they
Okay.
doing?
And
So
DeMarco, but just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
When I go to a Laker game, I notice that there are all these women that didn't exactly come from work. They went home. They took a shower. They did their hair. They poofed it up. They put on their faces. They propped up their you-know-what. And, dude, they are and I think to myself the same thing, like, girls, what do you think?
All right.
You're going to take LeBron home?
That's
but
my question.
okay,
yeah.
but let the girl answer the question.
All right,
Okay.
girl. You tell
All
us,
right.
girl.
First of all, there is a lot of women that are hoping they can score something because yes, there's not single men necessarily at the concert, but there is other people that are conducting business. Like for example, I where we had access to like the suites. We had access to Hyde. I didn't want to wait in line, so I went to Hyde to grab a drink. I was like, I'm not gonna wait in these long bleeping lines. So I went to Hyde. I know the bartender. Got hooked up. Let's go. Went back to my seats. So in there's people that are single. So there's one of the reasons why they're dressing up.
No single guys in Hyde.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Okay, first of all, there was also
What's wrong with you?
First of all,
All single guys are going to a Chris Brown show.
okay, again, yes, there was single guys in there, but you weren't there, so you wouldn't know. And on top of that, I wasn't done explaining myself.
Okay.
2, women like to dress up. Like
Okay.
they genuinely like to dress up and show up. Like I have friends, we gone to concerts that are taken and they're there because they want to show up their outfit. They're like, dude, I want to look good. I'm happy. It's a whole vibe.
Okay.
You know, so it's not necessarily for a man either
You know
or
those,
for anybody.
You know those pillars on P1? You know,
Yeah, I saw you were like, oh, the prom's out.
I almost walked right into one. That's what I'm saying. Like, wow, where are you? Oh, it's Chris Brown tonight.
Yeah.
It's breezy.
Breezy. Yeah, I'm like, okay,
Oh, a
but
little breezy action.
Yeah.
But it's,
Nice.
that's what they call.
Yeah.
I
nice.
literally
Well,
made
but-
sure I was going to say
But I
breezy.
just want to say that this whole conversation started and then took a turn
Sorry.
that I wasn't expected.
Yeah.
Where you and Tony Saragusa
Goose.
and Tommy Davidson
Yes. So
all were working at Best Damn Sports Show at Fox.
No, we're working on the NFL show. So it was
Okay.
an offshoot of the Best Damn Sports Show. So guys that were still under contract, they had no idea what to do with us, so they put us on this one show, and it was crazy. Chris Myers was the host.
Chris Myers.
Chris Myers was
I'm
the
here
host.
with DeMarco Farr. This is Chris Myers.
Yes, and that's where I met
Tony Saragusa.
That's where I met Jay Moore for the first time. Yeah. Oh
Jay
my
Moore.
God, he
My
was
man.
giving it to Chris that day. But
Jay Moore is listening right now.
so met some of the dancers, and they were going to dance for Janet, and they said, "Would you like to meet Janet?" And I'm like, "Are you kidding?" Yes. So like I said, put on the Cool Water cologne, you press my slacks. I had game for Janet, and as soon as I saw her, it went all out the window. Yes.
Hi, I play football.
I didn't even get the hi out. It was just I play football.
Right. But do you realize that at this point you actually weren't playing football anymore?
No, that's all that came out, Cap. That's all that came out. Yes.
I play football.
She said, "That's nice." I was beyond the friend zone. Yes.
Oh, my God.
Get this clown away from me. Yeah, it was
All right,
terrible.
well, let me do this. Let me say that this has been a very disjointed opening to today's broadcast, and I take full responsibility for that because I had tech issues. But that being said, let's get things reset and let's kick things off. Coming up, He's everybody's favorite orthopedic surgeon. Dr. Klapper, how are you? Is going to join us here in a matter of moments. This is Sedano and Cap. This is 710 ESPN.
How are you?
Really excited to see the new schools come into play at the Coliseum. Obviously, you're going to have Notre Dame to finish the season. That's always a special game. But seeing Nebraska showing up, Penn State showing up, LSU at the Collie, that's what I'm really looking forward to.
I think both programs, the men's football program and the men's basketball program, are moving in the right direction. And the women's basketball program at USC is going to be ranked top 5 next year. So it's a great time for the USC Trojans to be back on ESPN LA.
I'm really curious to see, what does USC football look like without Caleb Williams? What are the adjustments that Lincoln Riley makes? And what is the defense going to look like in the non-Alex Grinch era?
New conference, new quarterback, just really fired up on the football side. New head coach for basketball, so almost like a really new team, which is going to be awesome. And then returning to prominence for USC women's basketball, to be back to where USC women's basketball is. I'm super excited to see Juju in her second year, but just the rest of the players continue to grow under Coach Godley.
This beautiful thing has been up since the first time SC was here. But guess what? USC is back! And once again, this means something for us. Pumped for this season. USC Athletics back on 710 ESPN.
Lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text KING to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text KING to 42424. That's KING to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. This is Sedano and Cap for your afternoon drive.
How is that related?
On 710 ESPN.
I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy
Yeah,
up in the
yeah,
limousine.
yeah.
Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Wall.
Yeah. Sedano and Cap on 710 ESPN. Dr. Clapper's going to join us here in a matter of moments. Oh, by the way, the conversation we were having, DeMarco?
Yeah.
About why do certain ladies dress up certain ways to go to certain shows or even games?
Yeah.
My man Romeo on Yo Radio from the K-Day Morning Show. That's right. Shout out. Romeo has answers, and he will join us.
No way.
Yes.
About why women dress that way at shows?
Correct. And by the way,
I can't wait to hear this.
He said to ask you about the band Dirty Mugs in St. Louis.
Oh, my God. How does he know about Dirty Mugs?
Because he's a St. Louis native before he became a radio superstar in L.A.
No way. Dirty Mugs. Oh, my God. Dee James, the baddest guitarist in the Midwest. Possibly the land.
All right. Well, just stand by because Romeo on Yo Radio will come in with answers in a matter of moments. But first, here is everybody's favorite orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Robert Klapper. Dr. Klapper, how are you?
How are you, Scott Kaplan? How are you, DeMarco?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Stamping out disease, one person at a time.
I heard that.
Weekend
yes, sir.
Warriors.
Yes, sir.
Doctor, let me jump right into it here. You know, DeMarco and I have spent quite a bit of time at Rams training camp over the last couple of weeks. They've got major injuries to their offensive line, but the most popular guy, Puka Nacua, apparently has a PCL injury.
No, not PCL. It's bursa.
Oh, it's not PCL now. Okay.
Yeah, it's the bursa. So I think his bursa had burst. Does that sound right?
Yep, that sounds right. So what's a bursa? That's the thing you first want to know.
Right.
And if you're driving in your car right now listening or sitting at your desk right now, take your hand and feel the front of your kneecap. You can feel right underneath the skin the bone of your kneecap, and it feels like a clock, right?
Yep.
Right underneath the skin.
Okay, got it.
Well, if I gave you or Shaquille O'Neal a credit card and asked you to rip it in half, there's no way you could rip a plastic credit, even if you're Shaq, in half. But if you and I bent it in half and then bent it in half again and bent it back and forth, it fatigues, it cracks the credit card, and then very easily you could tear the impossible in half, right? Because you fatigued it by bending it back and forth. Well, think about this. As a human being, we take over 1 million steps every year. So that kneecap that you're feeling right now, 1 million times a year, you are going back and forth like with a credit card. You're bending your knee. How does the bone not come busting through the skin? And so the designer of our bodies, whether you believe in God or not, whoever designed it, made a fluid-filled sac between the skin and that bone, and that's called a bursal sac. It can get inflamed and get bigger and bigger like a water balloon, but that is what a bursa is. It's a lubricating bag between the skin and a prominent bone. Your elbow has it. Everywhere you feel a prominent bone, there's a bursal sac. And if you get it inflamed, it can get bigger, and then if you land on it, it'll burst. And it is not a structural injury. It's not going to be a chronic problem. He is going to be ready for game one.
So he probably knew there was something going on, like his knee was inflamed or before that practice. And then he landed on it, and then it just went.
Correct. But it drains the fluid out. It looks red. It looks hot. It's painful temporarily. You ice it. The body will heal. You don't need surgery for it. You don't need shots for it. And it does not become a chronic problem. He is going to be amazing this year for the Rams.
How long? How long will he be out?
They can vary, but it's really something of a couple of weeks at the most.
Oh, good. So preseason back for the regular season.
Correct. No doubt.
Outstanding.
No doubt.
Love you, Dr. Clapper.
It's great. I feel the love.
No doubt. And there's another thing. I think there's 5 offensive linemen for the Rams that all have ankle injuries. When you see like one team that has the same injury 5 times in a row at the same position, do you worry about surface? Does it seem fishy to you?
Yes. I mean, you have to think about what connects your body to the turf. You can look at the shoes that you're wearing. Are they low top, high top? Are they too stiff? Are you not taping them enough? You have to. This is not complicated. You just got to look at what connects you to the ground. But you're right. It could be the turf itself, and the shoes are just fine. And it is not something that I really would look at training. That has nothing to do with it, in my opinion. When you, like you say, see the same injury, you better look at the shoes you're wearing and the turf you're running on.
It's always crazy. It seems like they run in packs, or there's just a virus of like, I remember one year we had like high ankle sprains. 8 guys had the same injury, and we never heard of high ankle sprains before that year. Now we all got them. It just seems weird like that.
It comes for a reason, though. Everything happens for a reason.
Like, are we overtraining? Are we doing something different? Because I do remember, I think after that year, we fired the strength coach. Maybe it was something we were doing in the offseason that was wrong.
There is no doubt the higher incidence of injuries that we see now is because we do not cross-train enough. So more time needs to be spent doing different things. So the muscle and the joint doesn't see the same thing over and over and over again. And this goes for Little League baseball players to high school, to college, and certainly in the pros. You better have a ballet instructor. You talk about dance instructors that come to football players to teach them moves. Let me tell you something. People make fun of it all the time, but the reason those Russian hockey players were so good without injuries is because they had a ballet dancer as their coach as part of their training.
Oh, I thought it was because they'd be shot if they failed. I'm just kidding. No. On a personal note, I have a friend. It's actually my daughter's friend's father who is a doctor, and he manages pain on the side, I think. And he said that he wanted to, or if I was willing, he would inject lidocaine into my knee to kill the pain. Have you heard of this before?
Yes, so many times I'll see patients, DeMarco, who they have hip pain, but I examine their hip and they have great range of motion in their hip. I take an x-ray and they have very little changes of arthritis with so much pain. Is it their hip or is it their lower back pinching the nerve that feeds the hip? What is the best way for me to elegantly decipher what's the trouble in that patient? I will send them to a radiologist under x-ray guidance so that you're not doing it in the office, and you literally have them put the needle exactly in the hip joint and inject lidocaine. It only lasts for 3 hours, but if for 3 hours they can dance, go up a flight of stairs, and their pain is completely gone, then I know that their hip is the cause of their hip pain. But if they have a lidocaine injection and I numb their hip perfectly under x-ray guidance, and they say, nope, I still have my pain, then guess what? Their hip pain is coming from a pinched nerve in their back.
So it could help me
at a level that feeds the hip.
It could help me identify the problem. Cap, are you there?
I am here,
There we
and
go.
I'm listening to everything Dr. Clapper is saying. I need to know all of this. Doctor, by the way, I think I've done a little self-diagnosis. Remember I told you about I hurt my arch because of the crappy shoes that Steve Mason got me for the softball game?
Yes.
I think what I figured out is that when I walk downstairs and then I hit a flat surface, that's when the arch problem persists. I don't really know
Cappy,
if that's... Yeah?
You now have a similar injury to Justin Herbert, the quarterback of the former San Diego Chargers.
I
Plantar fascia?
I think I have plantar fasciitis.
And it's a fascinating area of the body. What is the plantar fascia? It is this canvas-like material that goes from the calcaneus, the heel bone, to the balls of your feet. But it's designed, it really should be called an aponeurosis, which is like a tendon where all the microscopically, the fibers go north-south like the 405 freeway. But if you try to get to Tarzana on the 405, this is a Clapper vision, you got to take the 101. You cannot get there on the 405 to Tarzana. So when you move east-west in a tendon, in an aponeurosis, the fascia that's only supposed to go north-south, that's when you rip it. And that's what you did, Cappy, and that is what Justin Herbert is dealing with, that spring-like structure that gives the spring to the arch of your foot is damaged. You can tape it, you can shoot it up, but get ready for this to be a long-term type of problem in someone's foot.
I think Herbert's plantar fascia is more valuable than yours, though, Cap.
Oh, it may be, because you have to understand he's like a $45, $50 million quarterback,
right.
And I'm like a $20 radio host, in Tulsa.
The same treatment, though, that I would give him, I will give to you. Anatomically, your Achilles tendon, believe it or not, your calf muscle absolutely is intimately connected to the plantar fascia on the bottom of your foot. So the very calf stretch exercises that you do for a calf strain are absolutely the same exercise stretches we do to help the plantar fascia on the bottom of your foot. So you do those, and you'll get rid of the problem, and it won't come back.
All right, beautiful. Dr. Clapper, everybody loves you. Everybody's on our live YouTube chat right now saying how much they love you. Doc, we will talk to you next week, and I want you to have a great weekend. I look forward to some of your pictures this weekend of you out there surfing.
Thanks so much, Cappy. Thanks so much, DeMarco. Always love it.
I love Dr. Clapper. I don't know what he said, but I love him.
Well, he gave you the good news you wanted about Puka Nacua.
No doubt. He's back. He's going to be fine. What did he say? He's going to have a spectacular year? I love that.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, well, DeMarco, listen, let's reset top of the hour.
Okay.
So NFL preseason football is on right now.
I got Carolina and the Patriots right in front of me. It's awesome.
And I don't know if everybody's interested in this. I know I'm interested. I'll explain why that is in a matter of moments. And, Laura, should we do this right now or should we give it away when we come back? I think we should give it away when we come back. What do you think?
When we come back.
All right. We have your entry into the 710 fantasy football night. This is going to be happening at Hollywood Park Casino. I'm going to give you all the details and explain how you win. Coming right back. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Cards for kids, 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title? No problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
710 ESPN.
Sedano and Kap for your afternoon right now on 710 ESPN.
It's time for what you need to know.
Let's do it. What you need to know right now.
What you need to know is being brought to us by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. One thing I know you need to know is that I want to thank everybody in the live YouTube chat right now. You guys know who you are. You just alerted me to a chase that's happening right now on the 405. It's the 405 North.
Where's Morales?
Yeah, really, where did he go? Right. And it looks like it's a black Volvo that is sitting in like some really heavy traffic.
Oh, no.
The CHP is right behind them, but the CHP cars are not like getting up real close on them. The headline is LAPD in pursuit of serial sexual assault suspect.
Oh, get him.
And it's all playing out right now on the 405. So
Oh
we
my
love
God.
a good, I mean, everybody in Southern California
I'll
loves
help.
a good chase.
Can we
you know what I
catch
mean?
him? Yeah, I'll help you.
Here's the thing, though.
That's not snitching, right? On
no,
him? Yeah,
but
okay.
here's the thing. I love pursuits. They're fun. Like, obviously not for the people caught in traffic.
Yeah.
But right now, it's 5:01 in L.A.
That's kind of a dumb time to go on the run.
405 North. The 405. The 405 is one of the worst freeways.
It's a parking lot. My God.
What the
And it's the
bleep,
405 North at Santa Monica Boulevard. So you know,
Wow.
and listen, I know we got a lot of people sitting in their
Is
car
that it,
right
Function?
now.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
A lot of people sitting in their car right now going, I'm listening. I'm here. I'm on the 405. I'm not too far away from Santa Monica Boulevard. Keep your eye out. It looks like they're pursuing a black Volvo SUV.
Get them.
That's wild.
Can I go rogue for a second, Kap?
Yeah, go rogue all you
Where's
like.
DeAndre? You don't have the guts to say what you said to me during the break on the air.
Oh, of course I do.
Go ahead, say it again.
I said.
Listen to this, Kap. You ready?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm ready.
I said the Cowboys are gutless.
No, you didn't say that.
No, they need to pay.
No,
pay
no,
CeeDee
that's
Lamb.
not what you
That's
said.
What I said.
You said where was he going to wind up?
I would say he's a future Eagle.
He said that Dallas is going to trade CeeDee Lamb to the Eagles.
No.
Yeah, see?
Future Eagle. Watch.
Well, but you know what? But as much as that's the case, how would the New York Giants let their best offensive player leave through free agency
He's
and
a
go
running
to
back.
Philadelphia?
He's a running back. You know, running backs have been devalued, so you can understand that one. But Dallas is never going to trade
They don't value him
CeeDee
as much.
Lamb
They don't
to
value him
the
as
Philadelphia
much.
Eagles.
They don't want to pay him. Pay him.
You know, look, do you think he should be paid more than Trayvon Diggs? Because that's the issue.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm saying this as an Eagles fan.
He's the second highest paid guy on the Cowboys right now. Dak Prescott, number one, Trayvon Diggs, Terrence Steele, then DeMarcus Lawrence at $40 million. So I agree. Look, Brandon Cooks is making more than CeeDee Lamb.
That's crazy.
You've got to pay the guy, but you've got to be reasonable as well, because when you start paying guys, you're going to have to start cutting guys. So do you want to get paid or do you want to win?
Yeah, but why does well, I'd rather get paid. Why does Jerry Jones? Why is Jerry Jones though like stoking the fire by saying things that are being reported that CeeDee Lamb's not like a priority for us?
Well, I think that's negotiation. You know Jerry. Jerry's been in this game a long time, so I'm sure CeeDee Lamb has been talking. I'm sure his agents have been talking. So Jerry will not be moved by talk. So he has a number. He has a certain value that he put on you, and he's not going to budge from that. I think that's what that means.
I mean, is it a big deal that CD went on Twitter and put LOL and quote tweeted that? He's seen it. He's seen it.
Credit to CeeDee Lamb for coming back at Jerry Jones, but this is all negotiation. That's what this is right now. And they're going to wind up paying the guy. They know how important he is.
And he ain't going to Philadelphia. They're not. The Dallas Cowboys are not going to let one of their best players go to Philly. You ever notice how whenever anybody's available, DeAndre's like, oh, he going to Philly.
Oh, yes. I'm starting to notice this.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, like, Howie Roseman, he's one of those. He gets guys. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is.
I think you might be an Eagles super fan.
He's a Laker fan on Twitter.
That's what it is. You're right. That's what it is.
No, I'm a realist. I'm a realist. I would say I was joking around. They're not going to get
now you're joking.
Oh, come on.
Oh, we were almost ready to fight 5 minutes ago.
Everyone's going to Philly to make a super team. Everybody's going there.
Of course, they're going to team. They're stacked.
Right. All right, well, what you need to know, as we said, brought to us by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 9 minutes from wherever you are. Laura, that wasn't your what you need to know, was it?
It wasn't. But, I mean, you guys kind of hijacked it.
Go ahead. What is it? Yeah. Sorry.
I'm not mad at it.
I think the world needed to know that about DeAndre, but go ahead.
I mean, did they? No.
Wow. What'd I do?
Oh, my God, dude. Dude, you got to see what's going on with this chase right now.
Crazy.
This chase is crazy. So they had these cops, and they tried to like stand in front of this Volvo. And by the way, I think it's more like a maroonish cranberry color.
It's not black.
Yeah, and it's like a maroonish cranberry color,
It's slow.
It
has to.
Yeah, and these cops tried to lay down like by hand, like a belt of nails or something.
The spike strip.
And the dude was like, "Okay, I'll just go around you guys and get back onto the freeway." And now and it's not a high speed chase. Everybody's abiding by the law.
He just stopped. Yeah,
we're staying under 55. And by the way, I could be delayed, but yeah,
I would volunteer to throw that spike strip. That looks like fun. What?
Nah.
What? That spike strip?
It does look fun, but like I'm not volunteering.
I would do that.
Know.
That looks cool.
No.
You didn't even have to pay me. I'd do it. Yeah, he's going really slow, Cap.
Yeah,
he
really
has
slow.
to.
All right, now he's at the 405 going north at Wilshire. All right, Queen, what do you got?
All right, guys. So I found that Mattel did its first blind Barbie. So it released the first blind Barbie, and I thought it was honestly really cool because it can teach kids about, people that have different needs. So it says it comes with the tactical features and a cane. So I don't know. I think it's a cool thing that they did that. I'm all about inclusion. I know they've done like a Down syndrome Barbie. Again, I think that when kids understand certain things like that, they're more aware and they don't make fun of things that they don't understand.
Yeah.
So I really like that. So I that's what you need to know.
Interesting. Blind Barbie.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I wonder if DeAndre is going to question her blindness just like he questioned Stevie Wonder's blindness.
Yes.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun.
Blind Barbie's going to be an
really
eagle.
Blind? Yes. Is he really blind? There's videos. It's a Google search.
Funchy's going to look at the blind Barbie and go, is she really blind? I don't know. I mean, she's a doll.
Look, all you have to do is put in, is Stevie, and then all of a sudden, Wonder is blind.
Yes.
Comes
That's
up on
like
Google.
the first one, I
Yeah,
think.
seriously.
Yeah.
I seen the man shoot a basketball.
Oh.
Wow.
You have?
Have you seen the Olympians? The sprinters? The blind sprinters? They have the partner that runs with them. It's awesome.
No.
It's really cool.
No, in the Special Olympics, really?
Yes, it's really cool.
Or the Paralympics, maybe?
Yeah, there's a sprinter, a sighted sprinter right next to them, and they run, and they're fast as I don't know what. Same thing. They just can't see where they're going. It's amazing.
All right, well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That is what you need to know. It is brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Okay, listen, a lot to get to today that we haven't even really touched on yet. First of all, the USA basketball team today. DeMarco, were you watching that game earlier today?
Of course. That's the one thing I do set my clock for is USA Hoop. Yep.
Okay, we're going to get into some USA basketball. Also, I don't know if everybody saw today what happened during the U.S. men's, or I shouldn't say the U.S. men's, but the U.S. did have 3 men in the 200, and everybody thought Noah Lyles was going to win because he was talking a lot, and it wasn't even close. However, he got 3rd, and I thought he pulled up and maybe hurt his hamstring, but it turns out afterwards, everybody's telling us that he has COVID. So, I mean, I got a lot of questions about Noah Lyles. We'll obviously get into a bunch of Olympic stuff coming up. Also, NFL preseason is underway. DeMarco, you're watching this New England-Carolina game?
Absolutely. So, I love preseason. I must be in the minority. I love preseason ball.
Well, you know, for me, I am watching this New England game because I told you this. My college roommate is the offensive coordinator of the Patriots, and he's getting a lot of play on TV and going into this game on the NFL Network. Hey, new team, new coach, post-Belichick era, new offense, new coordinator, and they're giving him a lot of airtime and a lot of face time, and his team just scored their first touchdown. Who came in to play quarterback after Drake May? I haven't been able to see that yet.
Bailey Zapp.
Oh, Bailey Zapp.
He might start.
Bailey Zapp. I mean, he's
he can play. 4th-round pick, 22. Yeah,
and he had a really crazy career at Western Kentucky where he threw the ball all over the place.
Oh, Van Pelt is your guy at Pittsburgh.
Right.
Oh, my God. Okay, yeah. Is he going to get a look as a head coach if he does well?
I think he's got 2 years in New England. I think, you go this year, you show everybody that Jacoby Brissett can play.
Yeah.
And then next year you play Drake May, and he has a good year. And then 2 years into it, everybody's like, hey, this guy's the next hot head coaching candidate.
He's been around forever, though, right? Van Pelt?
He's been an assistant coach for a long time. But, DeMarco, let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
We were together on 4th of July, and I was like, dude, you're 2 years away from being a head coach. And when you become a head coach in the NFL, like let's say you're even coaching for the cheapest team in the entire NFL.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're going to coach for the Chargers before Jim Harbaugh.
I knew that was coming, but go ahead.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
What do you think an NFL head coach makes? First time NFL
$5 million.
head coach.
$5 million, north of $5 million.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So we're having this conversation this summer. He's not counting his money before he gets it, but I'm like, bro, you're going to get a head coaching job, and you're going to get an $8 million a year contract. Like, just hold on, brother, because 2 years from now, that's what's going to happen.
If he plays his cards right? You still have to play. You have to do well, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Need him to do well.
You're not worried he's going to drop you as a friend, right? Once they start making money. Okay.
No. In fact, the opposite. That's when he'll probably go, yo, you handle this. I need to coach. You need to handle this.
I'm telling you, man, you're missing your calling. You should be an agent.
I know, agent. I thought about agent.
You'd kill it. You'd kill it.
I'm thinking about, like, the CEO of the coaching staff.
The CEO of the coaching staff?
Right. Yeah.
Like a coaching staff? You'd be the CEO of the coaching staff.
Right. You coach, and whatever else has to happen, I handle everything else.
That's not CEO of the coaching staff. That's
what
like,
is it?
That's like head coach's assistant.
Okay, well, I'm changing the title because I don't want to be the head coach's assistant.
I don't think they would hire you as CEO of coaching.
Okay, well, I don't like that title.
That's what it is, though. What you're describing is head coach assistant.
All right, well, I'm going to change the title.
You would assist the head coach.
I'm going to modernize it. Let me do this. Let me give away something right now, DeMarco.
Yep.
All right, let's do this. Caller 7 right now, but hold on. There's some details here. Okay, I'm looking for caller 7 to win a spot for you and 7 of your pals in the ESPN LA Fantasy Football League. Now, here's the thing, guys. This is what's so important. You must be able to attend our ESPN LA draft party. It's on Friday, August 23rd. By the way, it's a great time. It's at Hollywood Park Casino. They got amazing food. They got plenty of Tito's for us. They got icy cold Coors Light, because remember, we are into the Tito's Cappy Hour right now. So come on down to Hollywood Park Casino. It's the ESPN LA draft party. It's Friday, August 23rd. I've got a spot for you right now. Caller 7, but you got to be able to attend, and you got to be able to bring 7 people with you. So it's you and your entire team. It's ESPN LA draft party. It's Friday, August 23rd at Hollywood Park Casino. Caller 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-ESPN. All right.
Can I tell you a funny story about USA basketball real quick?
I would love that.
Okay, so USA Hoop is getting ready to go for gold again, right? They're going to play France.
Right.
And then I told this friend who I'm walking with that it's Serbia, and who else is playing? Germany for bronze.
Okay.
So he says, well, who plays for silver? And I just stood there and just looked at him.
That is a great question and a hilarious question.
I just looked at him. It'll come to you. Let's just keep walking.
So the U.S. and France are playing for gold.
Right.
Serbia and Germany are playing for bronze.
Correct.
Yo, man, who plays for silver then?
That's how he asked me.
That is a great question. I love that question.
Insane. I know.
That is an amazing question. I love that.
This is we have a chance to. This is 5 consecutive gold medals. Am I taking this for granted that we're going to win gold? Don't
Yes.
they have what's his name, right?
Wemby.
Yes.
Yep.
There's no way.
Right.
Come on. There's no way France beats us. Come on.
I mean, listen. If Wemby, if he by himself, a 20-year-old child, I don't care if he's 12 feet tall. Okay.
Right.
If a 20-year-old child can beat a collection of the greatest players on the planet, we got a problem. Now, listen, we almost had a problem today.
Yeah.
Because Serbia had a big old lead, and it took a Joel Embiid effort, it took a LeBron effort, it took a Steph Curry effort to come back and win that game. But we'll dive deeper into it certainly coming up. But I want to remind everybody about our people at Prize Picks. Make sure you download the Prize Picks app and use my code CAPPY because they will match your first deposit 100% up to $100. Last night, I had a 4-play flex play going, and it was a $20 play to win $240. I got 2 of the 4 correct, but 2 guys really let me down. Bryce Harper, I needed him to have 1.5 bases, total bases. Bryce Harper last night against the Dodgers, 0 for 5. I needed Ohtani to hit a home run last night. Ohtani, 0 for 5. So I was 2 for 4. I don't get paid on 2 for 4. But the game is so easy. You take your favorite player. I'm using Ohtani as an example. Will he hit more than half a home run or less than half of a home run? I played more. I lost. Oh, well, I'll come back and I'll play again tonight. You can play Olympics. You can play baseball. You can play video games like League of Legends. They got more things to play right now than you even know what to do with. Download the Prize Picks app. Use my code CAPPY. They'll match your first deposit 100% up to $100. Let's play together. Let's win together on Prize Picks.
There's a new fall lineup coming to 710 ESPN, and it means even more live and local LA sports talk. It also means we're going to be live in Morning Drive. Unsportsmanlike gets it rolling 3 to 7 a.m., Greeny 7 to 9 a.m., and then the 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block begins with Travis and Sliwa an hour earlier, 9 a.m., starting Monday, September 9th.
Hi, it's Greeny. Doesn't the Southland deserve Morning Drive to be live?
Monday, September 9th.
Talk to you soon, right here on 710 ESPN.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Is your vehicle due for service? Before you hit the road for that summer road trip, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. No dragging the kids into a dirty waiting room. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is in its best. Oil changes, tire rotations, transmission care, and more. Pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, what up? It's Matt Barnes here. If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law.
For me, it's about getting the top result and the top value for your claim. Even if you didn't have insurance during the accident, Uncle Artie will still help you. I'm sure a lot of you out there got turned back from attorneys when you said, I don't have insurance. Well, guess what? Uncle Artie can still help you. It does not matter. Give us a call. You have nothing to lose. We take the case on a contingency. You don't pay up front.
Uncle Artie's not just my friend, but he's your uncle in the business. Artie Pernia is a seasoned personal injury attorney who works with you so you receive the best possible compensation for your case. Let Uncle Artie and the Pernia Law family provide peace of mind so you can focus on your recovery.
Trust us, trust Uncle.
When you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law, 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
Really? You haven't? Oh, my B.
Yeah.
My B.
Your B.
On 710 ESPN.
We're now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Yeah, it's Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Did you?
I was telling in your ear.
Oh, my bad. Thought that was on air.
My bad, y'all.
Laura said we gave Cappy some street cred.
Yeah.
How? How?
Because I don't think if we would have displayed this, he would have known why. But because I have it in the rundown.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Well, it's true. The year I graduated high school, 1988, NWA released their studio debut, Straight Outta Compton.
Year I was born, best year ever.
Yeah.
Hello.
By the way, just watching the end of this, LAPD pursuit.
Crazy.
They got him?
They got him, and he's like this. He's like a mess. This guy. He couldn't get out of the car. He's standing there now.
Is he
I mean,
hammered?
put it this way:
old, too.
the cops got him.
I don't care.
They got his ass.
Didn't you say it was sexual assault?
Oh my God, they're like,
the headline is LAPD in pursuit of serial sexual assault suspect, and if you see this guy, you're like, that's what a serial sexual assault guy looks like.
They slam him. There you go.
God, it's like you
throw him on his face.
Super.
Man.
Wow.
Oh,
is he? He's really old. Is he dying right there? Oh my God.
No.
He looks
I don't know
really
what his
old.
deal is.
Yeah, we got people on
He's
hold.
gassed.
Though.
Leave him alone.
He's what?
He's gassed.
He's gassed?
Yeah,
the
he's
car
gassed.
was
Leave him
driving,
alone.
not him. Come on.
They got him now.
Wild.
Wow. Good.
All right, so let me back something up as to where we were earlier in the show. Laura went to the Chris Brown concert last night.
Yes, I did. The Breezy concert was so good.
And DeMarco asked, why do the ladies dress the way they do?
Mm-hmm.
Do they think that they're going to leave with Chris Brown?
Mm-hmm.
And DeMarco said, ain't no single guys, or maybe it was Funchy. Said, ain't no single guys.
No single guys are there. Trust me.
No single guys are going to that concert.
Listen, there is a little bit of single guys because they're also trying to smash because ain't no single women are going to go.
Whoa.
I'm just
All right.
saying.
What's going on? Hey,
All right.
What is
Well,
going on with this?
As we were having this conversation, a longtime listener to Sedano and Kap, a great sports fan in this town, and a guy who everybody knows, especially if you listen to 93.5 K-Day, because they play old school hip-hop, and that's what I work out to in the morning, my man Romeo on your radio. And Romeo's checking in right now. And DeMarco, Romeo's originally a St. Louis guy before he became a superstar in L.A.
You're from the Lou?
I'm from the Lou, and I'm proud. Word of mouth.
Well, no way. Do you know about the Dirty Mugs?
I started Dirty Mugs with Dee Dee in 2010.
You
So I was
started
going back
Dirty
and forth
Mugs?
From LA. I was the first lead singer of the group.
No way. What club did I see you guys at? Mike Claiborne invited me. I think it was one of your
guy, Mike Claiborne. He's the Connect.
Yeah, he was one of your first performances. Oh my God, you guys put it down. You guys aren't together anymore?
Oh, no, he's still doing it. Matter of fact, Ozzie Smith's son, Nico, who was on American Idol, is now the lead singer.
Oh, my God. Okay, I got to get back on this group. You would love these guys. You would love the Dirty Mugs. They are fantastic. Yes, sir.
Romeo, outside of doing morning radio, do you still perform? I mean, do you still sing or front bands?
Absolutely. I got a band called Mass Appeal here in L.A., and we just opened up a two-short about 3 weeks ago at the Commerce Casino.
Mass Appeal. Hold on. Let me look that up.
What's my favorite word?
You can't say it.
Yeah. I never will.
Don't say it.
So, Romeo.
Coming from the people giving me bonus coverage from the police chase. I love it.
Romeo, you were listening earlier today, and DeMarco asked the question, why do ladies show up all dolled out at a Chris Brown concert as if there's going to be some single dudes there? And Funchy says ain't no single guys at a Chris Brown concert. Chime in on that part of the conversation.
First of all, my queen. I love her to death. We got a beautiful son together. I wouldn't even let her go to Chris Brown concert by herself. I'm telling you, anything can
That's
happen.
right.
You could lose your wife. You could lose your fiance. All of that could happen at a C Breezy concert automatically.
From him or the audience?
From him.
Oh.
So when you do go to the audience, there may be some single guys hoping to be like, oh, he didn't pick you. Maybe I got a chance. That's how it works.
But Breezy from the stage will say, come here, and she will walk up and leave you.
Yeah, in a heartbeat. That's Breezy. See what he do?
Not her body.
It ain't easy being Breezy.
Wow.
Wait, real quick. Have you guys not seen his meet and greets?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
we have.
He's breaking up families.
That's what I'm saying, man. Look at this guy. This dude's doing meet and greets. So.
The way he's doing
No, Romeo, you've never done that before from the stage? Come on now.
Now, I've acted a fool on stage, but I've never pointed out and had the power of Chris Brown. I can't even front. I don't have that kind of power.
Romeo on your radio from the 93.5 K-Day Morning Show. He was listening, and he actually chimed in on all this. I said, bro, you got to call in. Romeo, were you today when you got off the air, did you get home in time to go watch the USA basketball team?
Okay, so I hit the gym. I get home to try to USAB before I pick up my son. I turn on the TV, and I'm like, what? We down by 15? I mean, I almost had a heart attack. I'm not going to lie. And I was like, yo, if this happens, sports world going to go crazy on Team USA. But luckily, they did what they had to do. You see the vets had to turn it around. Shouts out to the king, and, of course, shouts out to my man Steph. He was balling today.
Yeah, Steph Curry was amazing, but LeBron, give LeBron credit, another triple-double. I mean, there's only been a few guys in Olympic history that have been able to do what LeBron has done, and you can see that LeBron's got that tape over his eye from that injury that he had from the previous game. And so now, here's a question for you, Romeo. If the USA is going to play France for the gold, and if Germany is going to play Serbia for the bronze, who's going to play for the silver?
That's a great question. But I know the answer to that, right? France is going to get the silver. It's a wrap.
Thank you.
Team USA.
Thank you.
Go home. Come on.
DeMarco's friend asked him that question today. DeMarco, did he ever come up with the answer?
No, the guy, and he's a doctor. I said it will come to you. Just keep thinking. He's not a sports guy, though. Yeah. Wow. Has the world just gotten better at basketball? You'd have to say they have, right? Because this is a loaded team we have. Yes.
Oh, my God. That would have been an embarrassment for me. But then again, you cannot knock what Serbia was going to bring to the table. Yes, we beat them a couple times before, but you can't lighten up. You got to tighten up when it comes to the big games. And that's what they had to do in the fourth quarter.
What did Steph have? 36 points?
Yeah, something crazy.
Isn't that a record?
Yeah, one shy of Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Wow. I guess that's why you have a super team. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Romeo, you following the Dodgers and what's going on? All of a sudden, the race has got real tight in the NL West. Arizona's been on fire. Credit to the Padres. Yeah. San Diego's been on fire. Dodgers got a lot of injuries, especially in their pitching staff. You following what's going on?
I'm definitely following, and here's the situation. We're used to being up by 9 to 10 games. Like, we're kind of spoiled. So when we see a 3-game lead, we get a little nervous. We see what the pitching's about. That's why I want my son Malachi, who's a true lefty, to go to baseball so he can help out the Dodgers in this situation. We got to figure it out, or it's going to be tough playoff time.
Did you say we?
Yes.
Yeah, we. I'm not.
What happened to the Cardinals?
I love my city, but I've been Dodger Blue since Kirk Gibson.
No way. Okay. Even back in St. Louis, you were Dodger Blue.
Even back in St. Louis, I would rock my Dodger Blue.
I bet you stood out.
It didn't work in my favor all the time.
My man. Yes, sir. Oh, my God. Did you see the news about Nelly? I feel so bad.
What happened?
He got arrested in St. Louis for possession of ecstasy. I feel so bad. Yeah, it's terrible.
You get arrested for that?
No. No, let me tell you something. Ecstasy is one thing, but my man didn't have insurance.
That's inexcusable.
Come on now. Really? You're a grown man with millions of dollars. Your team can't make sure you got insurance. You got a baby on the way, Nelly.
Wow. No insurance, Cap.
What kind of insurance? What, like, you get pulled over or something? Is that what happened?
He got pulled over.
Over.
And the cop said, let me have your license, registration, and your insurance, and he didn't have any insurance, and that's why he got busted?
I think they knew exactly who he was as soon as they pulled him over.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
It's like Justin Timberlake.
Yep, exactly. It's open season. Be careful. There you go.
Romeo, how about, hey, yes, you guys all watched Noah Lyles today. Did you guys see? I mean, I thought with everything that he was talking that this 200 was a foregone conclusion and he was going to double up on the goal because he won that incredible 100. But then he didn't perform, and then it was over, and I was like, wait, what's going on with him? Because all the other guys are walking around afterwards not breathing heavy at all, and he's huffing and puffing, and he's down on the ground, and people are lifting him up. And then a few minutes after the race, they announced that even though he won bronze, he had COVID.
Wow.
I mean, I'm kind of questioning why they let him race.
That's my point is, okay, there's got to be some backlash on this situation because here's the deal. He tested positive. What kind of action do you take in that case? Should he even be on the track at that time? I mean, to me, that was a bad look overall for the Olympics, but at the end of the day, we saw what happened, man. COVID will pull you back. It will sit you down, literally.
He shouldn't have been out there for everyone else's safety or for his?
I think for a little of both, but more importantly for everyone else. I mean, there still has to be some type of protocol because COVID is very much alive. We know that.
I was surprised. I mean, hey, listen, credit to him.
Yeah.
Guy finished third with COVID.
Bronze. Sick. That's amazing.
I mean, the flip side, that is amazing. The flip side, but I don't know if there's going to be backlash later. We have to wait and see what happens.
And be honest, we're all kind of happy he took it on the chin a little bit because he did talk a gang of crap, didn't he? See?
Man,
yes, right. Right.
That's one of those, I'm happy for you, but, man, did you really have to make it happen? I mean, yeah, he stands on business, but he talks a lot.
A lot of trash, I know.
He does stand on business.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yes, sir.
I said that earlier, as a matter of fact. Queen, did you talk to Romeo before he came on the air here or what?
I did. And before I get to that, I actually want to point out something that someone said on the YouTube chat. It says, Funch is dead wrong. Me and the homies went to the Trey Songz concert solo, and
I'm sorry, you guys went to a Trey Songz concert? That's even worse.
That's different.
He has no leg to stand on. I'm sorry. Don't even finish a comment. Don't finish a comment at all. He has nothing to say.
Okay.
Funchy with the RKO.
Just saying. Okay. This was a long time ago. I went to see Trey Songz in Miguel, and that concert was lit too, but neither here nor there. Yes, we did connect. And we came back right before he was saying the reason I got into radio, and then I had to put him on hold because we came back. So I wanted him to finish the thought because I wanted to know. I mentioned a few people that I've worked with in radio or I've been around and have influenced me in radio. And I think one of them is the reason why he got into radio. So I wanted him to share who it was.
You know what? It's great. Hey, listen, Romeo, I want to hear this too. In fact, you and I had this conversation the night that we met in the 710 suite when we were hanging out with Jacob and Ronnie. Go ahead. Tell that story.
Jacob. Well, at first I was in Carson in the studio singing. I was out here for record deals. Someone who used to work with Big Boy said named Sean Wan, you want to get in the radio? I went and auditioned. Jeff Garcia, the sports dude. That's my guy.
He's awesome.
He's opened the door for so many people, and he went to them. Emmons at the time and said, look, I know we got the Baker Boys. I know we have a duo, but if you don't hire Romeo and DJ, the Goodfellas, you'll be sorry. And that's how I got in, thanks to him.
How long's it been?
Yep. Oh, I've been doing radio over 20 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put you in the game. Hey.
Let me tell you something.
What I'm talking about?
When I talk to certain people and they're like, oh, can you tell me one person that has influenced you in radio? There's been a lot. But I used to call Jeff G my work dad when I was at Power 106. Like, he has touched so many people in LA and in radio. And Mario, who is, does a lot with LAFC here, he will tell you, like, yo, that's my guy. Like, he's one of the reasons why I'm in radio. And I don't think people really know how much Jeff has touched LA radio, just beyond what he has done in his own right. But the other people that he's helped come up in this business is crazy.
It really is. From Liz Hernandez to Roxy, who used to be on Latino Life. He should get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for all the people he's blessed, easily.
Yep, 100%.
Romeo,
he deserves a gold medal.
Yeah, he's not a bronze, not a silver. He gets a gold. Hey, speaking of which, we got to get Mario on Romeo's morning show over at K-Day, because let me tell you something, man. He got some music, and he's got some songs that are bangers.
You got some bangers.
I was trying to sound cool, and but they're really amazing songs. Romeo, I'm going to send you some of Mario's stuff and see what you think. Maybe you could even give him a little bit of love.
Connect. Let's do that. Let's get him on. You put me on, I put him on. That's what we do. We never
right on, man. Hey, Romeo, have a great day, man. We appreciate you listening, dog.
Oh, man.
Appreciate you guys every day. I'm tapped in. Thank you so much.
All right.
There you go. Romeo on your radio from 93.5 K-Day. That's how we do's it.
That was the perfect use of "It's a Banger," Cap. Perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Perfect.
DeAndre, what'd you think when I said that?
That was a great use, yeah.
Perfect.
Hey, thanks. Well, it was kind of the way you guys told me I had some street cred when I came in on the segment, about 1988 and NWA.
Don't ruin it.
I know, I know,
great.
but I wanted to sound cool. All right, it is time. Radio Tinder is right around the corner. This is Sedano and Cap. This is 710 ESPN. Hey, guys, it's Cappy here, and let me talk.
Starting Monday, September 9th, there's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it means the 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block begins an hour earlier. Even more live and local LA sports talk on 710 ESPN. The Travis and Sliwa Show will start at 9 a.m. Mason and Ireland move back to noon to 3, and Sedano and Cappy start the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover at 3 p.m. And then at 6 p.m., we are the destination for LA sports. It's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it begins Monday, September 9th.
The size is important. Avner has a unique winning recipe for handling homeowners' insurance claims. No one, and I mean no one, messes around with Avner Gatt and his team. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256, or visit AvnerGatt.com. That's AVNERGAT, AvnerGatt.com. You call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. Avner takes the call himself. Hello!
Hey, it's Travis. And Slee. By now you have heard about our good friends at the law office of Joseph S. Normand.
When my son Bobby was in an accident, we called Joe and he hit it out of the park. That's why I trust Joe.
No insurance company is ever on your side. Anything you say to them can and will be used against you. Joe and his team will treat you like family, get you the medical attention you need, and the max compensation you deserve.
Call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000, or visit normandlegal.com.
The law office of Joseph S. Normand.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Why'd the kid jump off the boat?
I don't know. Why?
Peer pressure.
Oh. Good one, Ned.
Ned isn't funny, but Ned owns a boat, and you don't. So every time Ned tells another one of his unfunny boat puns, you're going to laugh loud and keep on laughing until you get a boat of your own.
A pier where you put a boat.
Yeah, I get it.
And when you do get a boat of your own, make sure you save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
And it is Sedano and Cap. Around 5:30 p.m. in the Southland, Radio Tinder time. We like to play a TV theme. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our sponsor, Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Captain
Yeah, take it away, producer Lindsay.
Lindsay's not here, so we paused it.
What?
You didn't have to take that shot. Come on.
Well,
By the way,
you didn't have to take the shot.
She's on vacay.
People are. Come on. People are loving Funchy in the YouTube chat.
Oh, yeah.
People are loving Funchy all over the
The
community.
guy went to a Trey Songz show looking for women. Come on.
Fudgy, not
He's
having
over there
it.
with his hands in his pocket. Where's all the women at?
There's a lot of women.
Get him,
Looking like a
Fudgy.
wallflower.
Exactly. Where's all the women at?
Get him, Fudgy,
He
yes.
said they were lit, so you know.
They weren't
They
lit.
were not lit.
Yeah, they weren't lit looking at you, dude. Wow.
Hey, let me get a quick review. How did everybody like Romeo on Yo Radio on 710?
I loved
cool.
it.
Loved
That was
it.
dope.
Very cool.
Dude, he's the man, right? I love that guy.
I mean, yeah.
I think
he
I
has
saw
a
him.
radio show.
Yeah, I think I saw him perform then.
You probably did.
I was there for he was the first singer for that band. I was there for their opening act, their debut. It was awesome.
You know what's funny is how, like, if you're a musical artist right now and you hear your music come on the radio, there's still something so cool about being on the radio.
Yeah.
We are on the radio every day, and in the mornings when I'm working out and I'm listening to Romeo, I'll text him and I'll be like, yo, man, I love that song, or I heard what you just said. That was really great. And when he gives me a shout-out, I'm like, that's so cool. Why do I still love that?
Aww.
You're on the radio, Cap.
Right? I know, but yet I freak out like a
little kid. The name of the
kid.
show is Sedano and Cap.
That is true, Cappy. But I feel that, like, I have a friend who works for a different station out here in LA, and sometimes I'll be like, oh man, that was dope or whatever. And she'll be like, oh, my girl Laura, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's like, it's cool, you know?
Nice.
I still think it's cool. I don't know.
It is cool. All right, it's time for Radio Tinder. It is presented by Tequila Mandala, award-winning small batch premium sipping tequila made from the finest mature agaves and available wherever fine tequilas are sold. Or, as always, you can visit tequilamandala.com. Time for the Queen and time for Radio Tinder.
All right, guys. So something happened yesterday that I didn't see happening. Dave Roberts was ejected for the first time this season. He was absolutely livid after a horrible call against Miguel Rojas. Dave Roberts gets a lot of heat for
not being passionate.
Yes, and not showing emotion. You know, Chris goes at him a lot. And it did surprise me. I'm going to be completely honest. But I want to know, do you want to see more of that Dave Roberts? Because I do. So do you guys agree that you want to see more of that Dave Roberts? Or are you okay with the calmer side? So, Cappy, I know he's your boy. But don't you want to see more of that Dave Roberts?
I want to see Dave Roberts, the authentic Dave Roberts. And when he's calm and he's cool, because that's what he wants to be in that moment, great. In the situation that happened last night, he thought the umpire made a terrible mistake. That mistake impacted the Dodgers in the game. He went out, got his piece, and got tossed. And, by the way, it wasn't enough to just get tossed out of the game. Dave Roberts went to the post-game press conference and talked about how, hey, look, I don't normally do that, but that umpire just screwed up the game. And so he didn't just get his piece while he was on the field. He got more in the post-game press conference. So I liked what Dave did, but I felt that it was authentic. What do you think, DeMarco?
Is that the obstruction? Is that the one?
It's the one where, he's sliding into third.
Yeah.
And, right.
The ump was dead wrong. Dave Roberts was right on this one. So, yeah, at some point, I'm with you, Cap. If it's authentic, absolutely. But sometimes you got to stick up for your team. Sometimes you got to get thrown out. That's part of your job.
I want more of that.
But just don't be fake about it.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But if you watch the play over and over again, unless somebody's going to tell me I don't understand the rules, like sometimes when you're watching soccer and they call an offsides, you're like, I don't understand. Or they don't call an offsides. You're like, wait, I thought he was offsides. Like there's sometimes where there is controversy inside of a play. This play just seemed like a very good play at third base, and the Dodgers were on the wrong end of it, and Dave Roberts lost his mind.
The guy was trying to be clean. I don't think he was trying to be dirty, but it should be obstruction there. So Dave Roberts actually had a point. And the fact that he could see that from there was amazing. But yeah, I love this Dave Roberts. Part of my good night routine is I watch managers getting ejected, and it cracks me up. Lou Piniella cracks me up. I love watching old Billy Martin stuff. It's just funny to me. So I love to see like Dave Roberts kind of lose his stuff every now and then.
All right, Queen, what else you got for us? Radio Tinder.
It's Funchy's turn.
All right, guys.
Funchy. Who knows what Funchy might come up with? He might beat up on a whole bunch of people for going to some concert.
For Trey Songz.
Lou Piniella cracks me up. Yeah.
People are still saying that, it's a good place to go.
All right, guys. Carlos Yulo, he made history as the Philippines' first ever male Olympic gold medalist. He won 2 in the men's gymnastics, he also got a bunch of stuff from the country of the Philippines. He got a lifetime of free colonoscopies after he turns the age of 45.
A lifetime of free colonoscopies.
Hey,
doesn't everybody want that?
He got a lot of stuff.
Yes, also 2 houses, including a fully furnished condo worth over $400,000. Over $250,000 in cash.
Straight cash, homie.
Also 2 free restaurant franchises.
Yep.
Also a lifetime of free mac and cheese, grilled chicken, and ramen, and also more from various local restaurants. Now, let's just say you won a gold medal for Team USA, and they gave you a house anywhere, one house anywhere, and a free lifetime of any food or drink from any fast food place or restaurant. What would it be, DeMarco Farr?
I want the colonoscopy.
Okay, we'll give you that then. We'll give you that.
Yes.
I get one every year. Why not?
You can keep the other stuff. I want that for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
DeMarco, when was the last time you had a colonoscopy?
Coming soon to a theater near you.
First time? First one?
This will be number 2.
Okay, I just had number 2. Probably about 2 months ago, I had number 2.
So important, right?
Yeah, you want to see my pictures? I'll text them to you.
I do not want to see your pictures.
You got to see these.
No,
you got to see. You got to see my colon.
I don't want to see
this. Oh,
this.
it's clean, dude.
Okay.
Clean.
Is it really? It's pristine in there?
Dude, I didn't know it was going to be, but when they showed me the pictures, I'm like, I'm going to show all my boys.
Good for you. You're living right. How do you offer that, though? Free colonoscopies for life.
That is a nice
and
feature.
a house. But food,
Right.
food.
Yeah,
food.
like what would you get for free?
Oh,
the
my
rest of your life?
God.
Because the mac and cheese for life doesn't
Yeah.
sound good to me.
No.
I need some
Like free coffee from Starbucks for life, something like that.
Okay, free coffee for life. I could do that.
But from where? Not Starbucks.
Yeah.
Starbucks, it's okay with me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Cooper Cup has a line of coffee. Did you guys know that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that,
called
I did,
Dodo
yeah.
Coffee. It's
Dodo
really,
Coffee, yeah.
really good. Yeah, Lifetime. Yeah, coffee I could do. Yeah.
Okay.
Cap,
Sounds
you?
like a good one.
Anything?
I would like to have like a free lifetime supply of sushi.
Okay, good call.
that's
Good call.
Like something I could
That's a
change it
good
up every
one.
night.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice and clean and healthy.
No, what if it's the same sushi roll though? You can't
Nah,
you can't change up. It's just
Nah.
California roll forever.
He said
No.
sushi. He didn't say specific row. He
Right.
said sushi.
But I'm not
Yeah.
gonna let you put me out of business either.
Laura DeAndre?
I think you asked for a house anywhere. I would probably want like a high-rise condo in New York because I love New York.
Okay.
And then if I could have a restaurant or anything like that, I actually I love ramen.
Yeah.
So I would probably have like
Some
Eddie
top ramen?
Yeah.
Top ramen?
That's
like
cool.
Eddie
Time supply?
ramen. No top ramen, but a ramen spot. Like
DeAndre?
First off, give me free dental for life.
Okay. Dental.
okay.
You hear that? Dental.
yeah, man, that's another person.
Yeah, I
who
need
likes
my
a
teeth
dentist.
cleaned, by
Yeah.
the way. My teeth are so gross and yellow. I need my teeth cleaned.
Go to the dentist.
I don't know
They
about
can't do it that well.
What?
They
I
can't
mean, I've been
do it
using
that
those-
well.
I've been using those strips,
The
you know,
crest
those crest strips.
Yeah.
Yo, those
They're pretty
are
good.
they're good. Which ones do you use? Because there's oh my god, I'm.
I use the 45-minute ones. But the
Yes,
thing is,
they're good.
is that I mean, I get my teeth cleaned, but I want them whitened.
Okay, Cap. So I'm gonna super sidebar this. So I love my dentist. I thought he retired. He couldn't do retirement, so he came back. So I'm super excited. I just booked an appointment to see him. And when I went to get my teeth cleaned, like professionally and everything, you know how they have that strip and it shows all the shades?
Yeah.
And he was like, your shade is a 1 and a 2. He's like, you can't have, you're not going to see the difference. I'm like, I want white teeth like this. He's like, those are veneers. That's not real. So that's why they look a certain way. He's like, what do you want? Ross-like teeth? And I'm like, yes. Remember in Ross and Friends when he
Yes.
came? That's what I want. He goes, that's not good. That's not good for your teeth, Cappy.
I see a
all right.
bunch of
Unless you
celebs. Caps, I'm sure you've seen it. Like a bunch of dudes have teeth that are glowing.
They're veneers.
But they're not though. It's their teeth. They're athletes.
sure?
They're so white that they glow.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah.
I wanted to get that same.
That's
I don't
what
know
I
who the Olympic sprinter was that I was watching last night. I think he won like the 400, and the guy that was just giving that crazy effort at the very end, he was
Yeah.
just throwing his body. You see the grill that dude had on the top and the bottom?
No.
That's what I'm gonna get.
Was it gold?
Real?
Yeah, like a gold
Gold
grill
grill?
on both.
Oh.
Cappy
yeah.
wants a
Let me see
grill,
your
and we're like,
grills.
who told you not to get it? Was it Sedano? Someone told
I
you
don't know.
not
Everybody told me not to get a grill.
Yeah.
I was gonna get a grill for the Mandy's.
You can
but
get
everybody-
one, just don't wear it.
to. See? That's what Christian's like, Cap. My God.
Go ahead,
we
get
love
one.
you,
Just
but-
Hey,
don't wear
last
that
thing
side.
on that, my thing would be free chicken nuggets for life. from McDonald's.
Free nuggets for
Free
life.
nuggets for
I
life.
see ya.
I want a drum of that hot mustard sauce too at home delivered to me.
Only Funchy can get away with that,
Yeah.
and not
Funchy
gain a
love it.
pound. See?
Only him.
Wow.
Only him. Can I
All right,
sneak
well,
in
there
one
you go.
more? Oh.
There's Radio Tinder. That's all we got time for because we got
Sorry.
Blake Harris coming up.
Oh,
Do we-
that's right. We do
Sure,
have
yeah,
Blakey.
Blake Harris is coming up to talk to us about the Dodgers, where they find themselves right now after losing 2 out of 3 to Philadelphia, with Pittsburgh coming to town, and with San Diego and Arizona breathing down their neck. Blake Harris, our Dodger insider, is coming up next. Radio Tinder presented by Tequila Mandala. Up your game and demand the extraordinary with Tequila Mandala. What's up with the Dodgers? Blake coming up on Sedano and Kap.
710 ESPN, and the all-new ESPN LA app. This fall, the new home of the USC Trojans.
The new home of the USC Trojans.
The Trojans are back.
The USC Trojans play on LA's mega sports station.
That's right. USC football, USC men's basketball, and USC women's basketball are on 710 ESPN, coming this fall.
710 ESPN, the new home of the USC Trojans.
Your favorite song at the top of your lungs. Turn off the GPS and let your heart do the guiding. Go to the drive-thru and order one of everything. Feel the buzz of confidence of knowing you are protected with 65 years of insect science in your hands. Raid. Protection for everyone.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
This is Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
Walks around like a little puppy dog.
On 710 ESPN.
Yeah, it's Sedano and Kap on 710. DeMarco's in for Sedano because he's been off for the last 6 months.
Sedano. Where's he at now?
Now he's in Miami.
He was on yesterday, though, right?
Yeah, he just stopped in for a day.
Okay.
You know, just so everybody remembers him. And he wreaked a bunch of havoc.
Ooh, moved on to Miami. I like it.
And then he went to go visit his mom.
Oh, he picked the Wolfpack, right? I'm not supposed to say that.
I mean, Chris already
Okay, he picked the Wolfpack. I like it. Keep it stirred up. Keep it going.
That's what he did. He stirred it up. Okay, Blake Harris is here, and he is our Dodger insider. And I think Dodger fans are starting to get a little nervous. And it's not because the Dodgers haven't been good. I mean, yeah, you lost 2 out of 3 to Philadelphia, but you've had the second best record in the National League. I think it's because Arizona and San Diego are both on fire. Let's find out. Here's Blake Harris back on Sedano and Kap. Hey, Balake.
Hey, how you guys doing over there?
What's happening, man?
Hey, doing a lot better than the Dodgers are, that's for sure.
Well, are you like down on the Dodgers? I mean, it's not like I'm looking at them and I'm going, hey, look, there's been no Mookie. There's been no Muncy. You're just starting to get back Kershaw. Buehler never made it back. Yamamoto is hurt. I mean, there's a million things that have gone wrong, and yet they've been right there with Philadelphia for the best record in the National League. Why is everybody freaking out?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. It's like you said, it's like the sky's falling. This team's been horrible. But they have the second best record in the National League, and I think they're just like 3 or 4 games back at the best record in baseball. The difference is this has been a team that's been playing 500 balls since the middle of May, but over the last couple of months, the NL West was terrible, and the Dodgers were cruising with like a 6, 7, 8 game lead. The difference is they're still losing a lot of games, and all of a sudden now the Padres, the D-backs, they're starting to actually win games, and just like that, it's a 2.5 game lead in the division, where I think a week ago at this time, I want to say the Dodgers had a 7.5 game lead. So over the course of literally 7 to 8 days, this lead has gone down to something that was kind of, like I said, in cruise control to, holy crap, we got these two teams breathing down our necks.
And by Monday, who knows what the division will look like, because the Dodgers are hosting the Pirates, and while the Pirates just got swept by the Padres in Pittsburgh, the Pirates are very much in the wild card discussion. For Arizona, they've got Philadelphia now coming to town, and Philadelphia, obviously, we know what they just did to the Dodgers, and the Padres are going to Miami. So they've got kind of the softest schedule of the group. So how do you think it's going to all play out here in the next couple days?
My buddy is going to Europe for 2 weeks, and he texted me this morning before he was getting on his plane saying, there's a chance when I get back here in 2 weeks, the Dodgers could be in third place.
Ooh.
And he's 100% right, because, like you said, the Dodgers, they do have the Pirates coming to town this weekend. They have been struggling as of late, just got swept by the Padres. But the Dodgers' schedule the rest of the way in August is absolutely brutal. Outside of this weekend, they don't play another team under 500 until they play the Angels the first week of September. The Padres, I believe, have the second easiest remaining schedule in baseball the rest of the way. The D-backs, I think, are right around where the Dodgers are. They're playing the Phillies this weekend. But, yeah, if the Dodgers just, again, have another series or two where they just play 500 ball or worse, my buddy could be right. He could be coming back from Europe in 2 weeks, looking at the standings and going, oh, boy, the Dodgers are in third place now.
Cappy, you're mispronouncing Blake as Blake. You're not calling him Blackie. You're saying
No, I'm
Blake.
calling him Balake.
Blake. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Blake. Blake, Mookie Betts is coming back, and he's going back to shortstop?
It does sound like that. So it sounds like the plan is for Mookie to return next week when they head to Milwaukee, and it sounds like he's going to be back at shortstop. Now, with the way Gavin Lux has been playing, you obviously can't take him away from second base. I think Mookie, he needs to go back to right field. That's where he's won a bunch of Gold Gloves, and I think that's the best solution for the Dodgers. But, again, I don't know at the end of the day who's calling the final shot. If that's Mookie saying, I want to play shortstop, I'm the guy getting all this money, I choose where I go. Or if the Dodgers think that him playing shortstop is the best option, which I don't think that's the case, because when he was out there, he was one of the worst defensively. I think he had like 9 errors by the time he went down. So
why are they forcing this? Yes. Why are they forcing this move?
It really makes no sense, because it seems like everyone on Twitter that isn't a coach, they know that the best option is put the Gold Glover back in right field. You have Miguel Rojas, who's a Gold Glove Cub or shortstop. You could put him at shortstop. But for some reason, the Dodgers just want to continue this experiment. It doesn't make sense to me. I'd get it if the outfield was completely full because you have 3 capable hitters. But outside of Teoscar Hernandez, no one else in the outfield is hitting. At least if you put Mookie back in right field, that solves that issue. And you have Miguel Rojas, Ahmed Rosario, Tommy Edman coming back from AL. Guys that can all hit, that can play shortstop. So this whole move of keeping Mookie at shortstop, it really is baffling to me.
That's the part that bothers me. The part that I love is him batting after Shohei in the 2-hole. I love that.
Now, I don't know if you guys saw this quote earlier. I think this was from Bill Plunkett of the OC Register. He talked with Mookie, I guess, about the move. And he had this quote. I thought it was interesting. I'd be interested to hear what you guys take away from this. He said, in regards to batting behind Shohei not being leadoff anymore, he said, I can't say I'm better than Shohei. There's nothing really you can say. Whatever Shohei says goes. After that, we all kind of just fall in line. I don't know. That seems a bit interesting.
He's leading the NL and everything.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's literally the MVP front runner, and I guess you're upset you're not hitting leadoff anymore. I don't know. It's just a little fishy to me. I don't get this. Well,
what are you saying? Are you saying that you think that Mookie is being facetious, or do you think that he's being like a little too complimentary to Shohei?
I think Mookie's upset he's not going to be hitting leadoff when he comes back.
There you go.
He's expressed over the last couple of years that's where he wants to hit, and I don't think he likes the idea of Shohei taking that spot for him. Now, again, I don't see what the big deal is. You're hitting second now, but when I read that quote, that was my takeaway. Now, maybe the context was different. Maybe he said this kind of like in a joking manner, but we've known before that Mookie only wants to hit leadoff. So it was a little interesting saying whatever Shohei says goes. We just have to fall in line.
All right, Blake Harris is here. He's our Dodger insider on Sedano and Kap here on 710. You can follow him on Twitter at Blake H. Harris for all the great work that he does. So you tell me, because I know most Dodger fans feel like, hey, the division is automatic. You're almost entitled. And by the way, what's happened here in the last 10, 12 years, I could understand why. Are you worried at all that San Diego or Arizona could come up and take the division the way San Francisco did when they had that great year, like they won like 107 games, this is like 2-3 years ago? Are you concerned at all that the Dodgers will not win the division?
Oh, yeah, definitely concerned because, like I said a little bit earlier, the only reason it's taken this long to get to this point was because up until a couple of weeks ago, the Padres and D-backs, they were, I think, just hovering around 500. They weren't playing good baseball. If the Padres and D-backs were playing like this over the last couple of months, then the Dodgers would be in trouble. So I think San Diego is legit. I think Arizona is legit. And a lot of people talk about how the Dodgers, they've had a lot of key players that haven't played. San Diego, Tatis hasn't played, I think, in a couple of months. Half their starter rotation is out. They'll be getting those guys back, so they're not fully healthy. And again, Arizona just went to the World Series last year. So, yeah, I think both of these teams are legitimate threats. And the way they're playing, like I said, not only can the Dodgers be in third place in the NL West, I saw some tweets saying the Dodgers, if they stop getting a little cute, they could potentially be struggling to get a final wild card spot because a lot of teams like the Mets, they're playing well. The Cardinals are playing well. I think the Dodgers only have like a 4-game lead over the final wild card spot. So not only those two NL West teams, there's some wild card teams the Dodgers really, really need to start paying an eye on. All
right, there you go. There's Blake Harris at Blake H. Harris on Twitter. His name is Blake. I call him Blake.
Not Blackie.
No, not Blackie. No. Now, if you have a friend whose last name is Black, you call him Blackie. You know what I'm saying?
But not Blake. Okay,
no,
I got you.
It's Balake. It's like 2 syllables. Balake.
Thank you,
Blake.
Balake.
It's great to talk to you, Blake. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks, buddy.
Great as always, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week over there.
All right.
Make sure
Blake
you
Harris.
direct that in the right way, Cap. Like, who are you talking to?
All right, listen. Coming up, what we all need to know is right around the corner. And then I hear that DeMarco and DeAndre were going at it earlier today. We're going to find out what that's all about. Coming back, this is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Hey, ESPN LA listeners, it's John Ireland. You want to play golf with me and corporate Greg Bergman? You can, thanks to Terranea. If you listen to the show, you know Terranea is my favorite place in the world. It's like going to Hawaii without getting on a plane. Well, you can play golf with Bergman and I at the links at Terranea, and then we'll buy you lunch. Here's how you win. Send a video of your golf swing to @ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram or on Twitter. We'll take a look at your golf swing. If you impress us, you'll be playing golf at Terranea with me and Bergman, and then we'll buy you lunch. And you can all you can eat, all you can drink. We don't care. We're not paying.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
710 ESPN.
Sedano and Kap for your afternoon right now on 710 ESPN.
It's time for what you need to know.
Let's do it. What you need to know right now.
Yeah, what we all need to know is being brought to us by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Here she is. She's the queen at UNEEQ_. Here she is, the queen, Laura.
Okay, Cappy, I see you.
Okay, all right.
I was not expecting Laura.
Going for that Trey Songs.
Funchy's still with us.
Get me
Come on,
started.
Funch.
Don't get me started.
That Chris
Seriously.
Brown from the stage.
Yo, I kind of want to get him started because when Fiery Funch comes on, it's
Fiery
fun.
Funch,
I
yes.
like it.
Fiery Funch.
I
like
like
that.
it. Fiery.
Moron actually put together a text group and said, "Hey guys, let's go to the Trey Songz show and get some single women."
Dark Funch.
I
Love it.
love Fiery Funch.
Fiery
He
Funch.
actually put
I
together
love
a
it.
text group and tried to get some women.
Who did this?
Whoever's in the chat room and said, "I went to the Trey Songz show."
Wow.
With my friends.
Get a punch. Some of the Funchy lover.
You know, my boy B. Thompson says that's smart going to the Trey Songz concert to
he
holla at all
knows
the single
nothing.
women.
He knows nothing. This guy's still single. Shut up.
No.
Get
My
him,
boy
Punchy.
B. Thompson, he ain't single. He's married. And by the way, man, you got to see my man. You talk about street cred. He got tats all over his arms. He got tats all up on his
Shut
neck.
up, B.
I'm sorry,
He
B.
got this
Thompson.
Laker tattoo right
I'm
here.
sorry, B. Thomas. Okay.
Not you.
He's all backtracking now. He's like, oh.
Shouts out to you, B. Thompson.
Never mind. Never mind.
B. Thompson's the guy that after we got rained out at the pickleball, he took DeAndre. He goes, "Come over to my car, man."
Oh, he's that guy. Huh?
Yeah,
Shouts out
hey,
to
you ever hear
man,
about
he
this,
tried to take you to
DeMarco?
the car.
No.
DeMarco, you hear about this?
No.
Yeah, after the pickleball, we got rained out at pickleball.
Yeah?
We all went down to the Island Bays.
Oh, man, I was
so... And Bernard Thompson walked up to my boy DeAndre. He goes, "Yo, man, come to my car for a second."
What?
And he said, "What size shoes you wear?" And DeAndre told him, "What'd you tell him, DeAndre? Like a 13?
Or a size 14.
14.
14,
You know what?
not 14.
He was
And my-
13 a minute ago.
Yeah. And
Now
my
it's
boy
14.
They keep
Yeah.
getting bigger. Okay.
That's what I
My
said.
boy B. Thompson opened up the trunk of his car, said, "Let me hook you up with some new Pumas."
Ooh.
Sure did.
Did he
Had a
really?
whole-
Yeah.
Yeah. Had
Nice.
a whole trunk full of new Pumas.
Shouts out to you, B. Thompson.
Yo, what
see
up, man?
ya.
I'm a size 7 in men's.
13. Yes. Hook
14.
me up.
14.
No, I'm 13.
Oh,
You're
okay.
14. I'm trying to get hooked up too.
Yeah, right.
Come
Almost
on.
7 in
Hold
men's,
on a minute.
8 in women's.
Giving
What's
away
up?
free shoes.
Yeah.
FSU
B. Thompson,
around here.
B. Thompson's in the live YouTube chat, and he says, "Bruh, I know what I'm talking about." You hear that, Fiery Funchy?
Yo, I like
Need some
Fiery
evidence, baby.
Funchy.
Me too. I know. Every day we got to start having whatever fires Funchy
Oh
up.
my
We got to
God,
have
stop
a
that.
topic that just
You know
pokes at
what,
him.
though, Cap? It's not hard to fire Funchy up. You can tell him the sky is green, and he's like, "No, it's not. No, it's not." Like, he
I will
No,
fight you.
ma. He say, "No, ma.
No, ma.
Fight you, man.
No, ma."
Fight you, man.
Yeah,
that's
no,
gonna
ma.
come out later. I love
All
it.
right. Well, you
All right, what
can
do we
get
got?
fiery with somebody else because Cash App. I used to use Cash App. I don't really use Cash App that much.
Never
but-
use it anymore.
Oh, but if you had it, download it since 2018, you may be eligible to receive part of a $15 million settlement by Block Inc., which is who owns Cash App. It has agreed to pay out for negligence following 2 data breaches. So if you guys have Cash App, use Cash App, you might be entitled to some money. And I know a lot of people don't like to get into these like class action settlements, but I told you guys I received a check for some type of thing that I signed up for, and it was like $116. There was a Roku one that happened not too long ago, and they're about to send me $250.
Nice.
So I'm like, let's go. I'm okay with free money.
I never sign up for those things, but like last night, I got home. I left downtown LA last night at about 7:15. I got home at about 8:50. I set a new personal record last night.
How many miles?
It was like 90 miles, and I got it all done in like an hour and, I don't know, like 25 minutes. I mean, I was motoring, and there was like no traffic leaving downtown LA last night. It was amazing.
You just
I got
got some
home.
cops in trouble.
I got home, I opened my mailbox, and I never even checked the mail. I usually have stacks of mail sitting on my desk. For some reason last night, I decided, you know what, I'm going to open my mail. Thankfully, I did. Guess what was in my mail last night?
What?
Check.
My global entry card. I finally got my global entry card back.
That is like one of the biggest things that I love that I did. My global
So
entry.
I got my global entry card back last night. DeMarco, my ex-wife had my global entry card taken from me.
Wow.
Really?
You don't even want to hear about this situation.
We can share stories.
But there was a letter from Ticketmaster, and Ticketmaster told me that they had a data breach and that my data may have been compromised. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird because I got this very bizarre email earlier in the day.
Mini mania, Cappy, you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, you sound like you're from Cybertron. Yeah.
Data's breaking up right
Oh,
now.
there it is. See? What he
reach
said
right now.
ex-wife. See what happens? My ex-wife took my lawnmower. Isn't that mean?
Was it a? Did you have to? Was it a driving one?
It
or-
was a driving mower. It was a John Deere, top of the line.
John Deere. Wow, that's expensive right
with
there.
a 54-inch cut. I was so happy. This was my retirement.
Oh man.
I was going to retire and just mow lawns for free, and she took my lawnmower. Isn't that mean?
That is mean.
That's
because
terrible.
You know why?
Why?
She didn't need it, but she knew you loved it, so she wanted to take
She gave
away
it to her cousin.
Oh,
Exactly.
Right.
She didn't need it.
See,
she just wanted to hurt you.
And I was cool with the cousin. And I'm like, shouldn't you just give it back to me? You know why she gave it to you, right? But he kept it.
Yeah, he kept it because he didn't.
It's a John Deere. That's
It's
why.
a John Deere.
That's
Oh,
why.
I love
get
that
it.
mower.
I get it.
Oh my God, I love that mower. You get what? You get that
That
I
is
loved
a John,
it?
that- it's a John Deere, and he kept it.
Have you seen Forrest Gump? Remember Forrest Gump?
yeah.
Remember he was mowing lawns? He was just happy?
he was
That
so
was going to
happy.
be me. That was
Yeah.
going to be my life. And then she took my lawnmower. That's not even fair. Is Cappy back up yet?
No.
Not yet?
He's rebooting.
Okay. How did we get on that again? What does his ex-wife take?
But his global entry card.
Global entry card.
Do you have one?
No.
Okay, so global entry. Do you know what pre-TSA check-in is?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that one. Okay.
So it's a global one. So it's when you travel international.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that because the last time when I went to Mexico and my grandpa was sick, my aunt and I came back together, and I was like, Tia, I have global entry. So, you know.
Her name is Tia?
No, I just call her Tia, like aunt.
I know. I was messing with you, but go ahead.
And so when we came back and, you know, you got to go through all this security stuff.
Yeah.
They were like, Laura, you just walk through. Because
Walk through.
Yep, that was it. I was like,
The
bye.
pre-check. You know, I need to do that.
When was the last time you've been to Tijuana?
Me?
Yeah.
It's been some years.
Okay,
And
yeah.
we got chased out.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
had this,
By who? Some people.
so if you have this, you know, this global entry thing, you can just waltz right through the border instead of just
Oh,
waiting.
really?
Yeah, instead of
Yeah.
waiting 3 or 4 hours.
God, we needed that.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
we
it's
needed
amazing.
that. Yep.
It's awesome. I love it. It is a hassle to get it here in LA, like when you go through LAX, because they're booked so far in advance. So what I ended up doing, I went to San Francisco. Because when I was in Chicago, I was supposed to do it there, and I forgot my passport, which you need.
Yeah.
So my dumb butt forgot it. And the girl's like, oh, just how long are you in Chicago? And I was like, oh, for 4 days. She goes, oh, just send it overnight, and I'll give you another one. Just come back this day. I was like, girl, I'm not overnighting I'm in a hotel. Like, I'm not doing that. So I ended up booking one in San Francisco, and I just went to Frisco for the day.
Nice.
Yeah. No, but I heard you, DeMarco, before I broke up on you.
Yeah.
I heard you say that your ex-wife took your lawnmower. That's wrong, man.
54-inch cut. Isn't that terrible? And
That
gave
is
it to
wrong,
her cousin.
girl.
No, see, I'm not mad at her specifically. She gave it to her cousin, and he didn't give it back to me. That's the guy I'm mad at.
Yeah, right. Like as a guy, as a dude, even though he's the cousin of your ex-wife.
Yes.
Once your ex-wife, out of spite, takes your lawnmower, gives it to her cousin. Cousin's supposed to be like, "Yo, bro, listen, she gave it to me. You know, it's your lawnmower. I got to give it back to you."
He was always at the house. I hooked him up with Rams gear. He was always at the games. And then when he took the mower, I said, "Give it back." He said, "I don't want to get involved."
Oh man,
I don't want to get involved, and he took the lawn.
Right.
You know what?
I love you both. I don't want to
love
get
you
involved.
both, but I still took the mower.
You know what's going to really piss me off? If you tell me that he lived in an apartment and he didn't have a lawn to cut.
No, he had a house. He had a house.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
And did he at least use your lawnmower?
You know, he I don't think he ever really used it. His yard isn't big enough for it, but he kept it.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that
Well,
terrible? That's
it
horrible.
is horrible.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Anyway,
Come on.
yes.
Well, that is what you need to know.
Thank you. I've never
I
used
mean-
Cash App before.
Never?
Oh, yeah, Cash App was good.
So
Cash App preceded Venmo. That's the deal.
Cash App preceded Venmo. And how many
Right.
of these Cash App things are available now? There's Cash App,
So
Venmo,
Cash App, Venmo, Zelle.
Zelle.
Well,
And
Zelle-
then
yeah, but
Apple
Zelle.
Pay.
But wait, but isn't Zell's not like a standalone, is it? I mean, as far as I know, I use Zelle through like the Chase app.
No,
you know what I
it's
mean?
a standalone app.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Cause I tried to use the app the other day and it wasn't working. I have to go directly to my bank.
Oh,
Is
really?
that why people use their phones?
Well, you have to use Venmo through your bank too. Like when you sign up to Venmo, you need to attach your bank, so it's the same thing. It's a
Oh.
Yeah, but you know what I don't use, and all of a sudden I need, and it really annoys the hell out of me that I don't use it, and I need it now, is PayPal. I thought PayPal was a thing of the past. Does
Why do
anybody
you
still
need
use
it?
PayPal?
No.
I still have the app. I never use it.
Yeah, I never.
You
use
asked
it.
why I need it because one of our partners, if you will, they actually
gotcha.
pay you through PayPal. You know?
They're kind of old school. That's
I know,
Does
very
anybody
old
use
school.
cash anymore?
Okay.
You go out to dinner with a bunch
No,
of people.
I
And
don't.
Like you
I
throw
do.
in, like here's
still
the
do
money.
that.
They give it back. Like pay me
I
on
do.
this You do?
No.
Oh, thank you, Cap. See, that's old school.
I like cash. I still like cash.
I don't.
Listen, I'll just say this. When I have cash, I use cash, and I'm like, well, why am I using cash? So my girlfriend will say to me, why are you using cash? I'm like, well, why not? She goes, well, because this is like a business dinner. You should be putting it on your credit card. I'm like, I know, but like, I don't want it sitting on my credit card. Here's cash.
Yeah, but you just pay it right back. But I did learn yesterday after the concert, we went to a restaurant that we really like, and I always forget that they upcharge when you use like either a debit card or a credit card. So they prefer cash. And I remember,
you know why?
Why?
Yeah, because they're putting that right in their pocket.
Off the books. Yeah.
Right.
So I remember telling the guy, because it's always the same waiters because we go around the same time. And I was like, man, I always forget it's cash. And he's like, cash is king, baby. Like, it was so smooth. He's like, cash is king.
Best advice ever got.
You know?
Cash is untraceable.
Yeah, cash is king.
Best advice ever got.
That's great.
That's true.
All right. So, hey, I heard that earlier today that DeMarco and DeAndre were going at it in the office. Now, I wasn't there today. Laura, the queen, what happened between these two guys?
Okay, so we had, you know how we have the Olympics, the GKB Olympics going on?
Oh, that. Okay.
And they were like, oh, we're going to do a fry tower. And I was like, okay. I actually did it, and the interns told me that mine was the best, just not the highest. And they're like, let's go Little D versus Big D. And DeMarco's like, what are we doing? And they told me, he's like, oh, I'm going to destroy you.
It was on.
He was like, it's on. And he comes back, and we're like, how'd you do? He's like, he destroyed me.
Failed miserably. I was the king of Lincoln Logs. We had to build a tower out of French fries. Right?
It was so
What kind
easy.
of fries? What kind of fries are they?
Island fries.
Island fries. Good
Let me
fries.
island fries.
I almost did the island play. I was like, oh, man, I even got caught up in this now.
What do you mean it was easy?
It was so easy.
To build a tower out of French fries.
So I did it right before I came and did the show. I was in the back when you guys were
How did you
crossed up.
start? Yes.
I had like 4 or 5 fries, long ones, all the way down, and I just started stacking. And they're like, oh, wow. Like
4 across and then...
Yes, and then I just started stacking.
Why didn't we think of that?
And then they're like, whoa, like
I did a whole
she's
square.
really good. No. They're like,
We framed
she's
it?
so good. No.
We did it the hard way.
You know what I thought of Jenga? Just stacking it up.
Oh, we should have went that way.
That's how the only reason I didn't win is because I didn't use the toothpicks.
Yeah.
And the toothpicks give you length. So if I would have used 2 toothpicks and then a fry on top of it, I would have beat.
You would have won.
I would have beat. I don't want to say who won because y'all see the social media video
the
later,
winner,
but-
the highest you get, that's how you win.
Yeah, but they were like, out of all of them, you've been the best one because you actually stacked it.
DeAndre beat me. Yours was 2.5 inches.
2.5 inches.
No.
Yes. So
DeAndre,
imagine
you've
what
got
mine
a
looked
2.5
like.
incher, huh?
Mine was 4.
You know,
4 inches.
See?
Yeah.
2.5 inches. But he's got
Wow.
size 14 feet, though. So
Right. You
yeah.
can't be doing any pole vaulting.
I'm about to say, you heard about the pole vaulter?
Yes, sir.
Caps laughed though.
If it was me with the 2.5 incher, you'd expect it.
Gold.
I mean, but come on, man.
Wow.
All right. Okay, listen, coming up, we have not really dug in on this. I really want to get into some Olympics because I know that today everybody was probably watching this USA basketball game, and they just barely squeaked by Serbia, and it took some heroic efforts to advance the USA into the gold medal game against France. We'll get to that. Coming right back. This is Sedano and Cap on 710 ESPN.
And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free. With zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
This is Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
How is that related?
On 710 ESPN.
All right, DeAndre, I know you pick out a tune for us here at around 6:15 every evening. What do we got here?
No, this is Chris Brown's song called "Sensational" off his 11:11 album. So we've been on the conversation with Chris Brown, so I thought it'd be nice to.
This is what he's singing to your girl.
I was like, this is what I heard last night.
This is what he's singing
This
to
is what
your
the
girl.
single guys are looking at.
Right.
Just looking at him.
Wow.
Trust me, they weren't looking at him. They were the girls shaking
Nope,
their
they were
butts.
looking at him because the single girls were looking at them.
Okay.
It was a show leaving
Yeah, 'cause
here
you were
last
there.
night.
Wow, Chris Brown.
Yes.
And Laura was at Chris Brown, and this is something off of a Laum and Laum.
Oh, so I posted a picture that said 11:11 because that is the tour. 11:11, right?
Everybody get ready because there's a little background here with the Queen and 11:11. Oh, DeMarco, you're going to love this.
Okay,
So people were like, the shade of you to post 11:11 when you're at the concert with your man. And I'm like, bro, like, I can't do nothing about that. That's what literally the concert is. Like, that's,
Oh, DeMarco, let me give you the backstory
No,
here.
we don't need the backstory.
No, we do need it.
Wait,
no,
I'm
we
missing
do
something
need it.
right now.
I'm missing
We do
something.
need
Go
it.
All
ahead.
right, then
we
I
need the
will give the backstory because
Okay.
Cap will twist it all around.
No, I will tell the truth.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
Queen will tell her version of
No.
the truth, which is not the truth.
No, here's what happened, okay? Here's what happened. So back in 2021, your girl was single, okay? It was around June, July, and there's a reason why they call Christian TiVo because him and I used to date, blah, 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 whatever, right?
TiVo or TiVo?
TiVo, like run it back, like TiVo, remember the
quarterback?
No, TiVo.
TiVo. TiVo.
With a V.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
TiVo.
Okay.
Right. He
So-
wasn't like kneeling after a touchdown.
I got you. Okay.
So LZ, back in the day, LZ coined Christian. Oh, you ran him back. So TiVo, right? So him and I, kind of like dated around that time. Didn't really work out. We went our separate ways, whatever. I met a dude, and we were cool. Like, we were just friends, nothing crazy.
Not just friends,
Yes,
DeMarco. No,
yes.
DeMarco, let
I
me
got
tell
it.
you this.
You didn't
You
have
ready
to
for
tell
this?
me. I'm ready.
No, but let me define this.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Not friends. She brings this dude to her mom and dad's house.
Okay, that's
where
not
she
there
lived,
yet.
Where
That's
she lived
not
at
Sorry,
the
you
there.
brought
time.
this guy to your mom and dad's house.
First of all,
Right.
it's
And the
not-
guy didn't even say hello to her father,
Oh, my
and then she brought him into her bedroom.
First of all, you're skipping
Wow.
a lot, Cap, a lot. You didn't even get to the 11:11
But you're not
part.
denying.
No, because all that is facts. So
Okay.
him and I hung out. He lived in a studio. When it's a studio, you have a bed, a couch, all in one area. 'cause
All out
it's
in the
his
open.
Studio.
Yes.
Right? So he's like, yo, come through, whatever. Okay, I was sitting in the couch on the other, long couch. I'm on one side. He's on the other side. We're talking. I'm big in like manifestation, hence 11:11, right? They say 11:11, make a wish. So I looked at the time and it was 11:11. I was like, oh, 11:11, make a wish. And he goes and tries to kiss me. And I was like, whoa, bro, what are you doing? Like, not like that. We're just friends. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I misread the situation. Blah, blah. Right? Fast forward.
That light was red.
Yeah, it was like, no.
That light was red.
I was like, nah. So we just continued, hung out, homies, whatever. So
I can't believe he would continue to hang out with you after that. I'd be so humiliated. I'd
Okay,
never
but
talk
he
to you.
did. Like,
Out of here.
Never talk to you
did.
again.
We call in the streets a sucker.
He did. He did. And he came over because we saw the what was it, the Space Jam movie together. So I lived with my parents at the time. I did not have my own place, And he wanted to say hi to my dad. And I was like, no, absolutely not. You're not saying hi to my dad. Because the moment you go and say hi to my dad or my parents, they're going to think we're dating. They're going to think something, and it's not like that. So I was like, he rolled up to the house. I was like, go into my bedroom because, that's where we're going to hang out. What do we...
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
And, the guys all were like, that's so messed up. You gave him mixed signals. And I was like, no, I didn't. I always told them friends. So that's the whole 11-11 thing.
Listen, in the meantime,
Wow.
you tell a guy, hey, it's 11-11, make a wish, and he goes in for a kiss, and you tell him no, bruh.
Rejected.
Right? From the same woman that was making out with her Uber driver in Washington, D.C. Don't even get me
made out
started.
with an Uber driver?
Why are you throwing out my dirty laundry?
Wait a minute.
This guy was at the Chris Brown concert looking for women. This sucker MC right here.
See?
Wow.
Fire fudge.
I'm hearing a bunch
Fiery
of stuff.
Fudge.
Oh, my
Fiery
God.
fudge. Okay, Cap, that was 2019, Laura, okay?
So you tweeted out 11-11 from the concert.
No. I posted a picture because in the background it says 11-11 because that's the tour. That's the name of the tour.
Wow.
See, it just brings back all these memories.
Horrible
for me,
memories.
Queen.
Yeah.
Who? For whom?
No, things about you back in the day. We got history, girl.
Cap,
No
you know
kiss.
too much.
Don't
you
meet
know
my
what?
dad.
You know why though, DeMarco? These
Why?
were COVID shows, so we had no
Oh,
sports.
no sports.
So
Okay.
the entertainment was Laura's crazy love life that she had none. So him, LZ, and Sedano would man.
I want to
listen.
hear the kissing of the Uber
Yeah,
driver. Don't talk about that? Okay.
Yeah,
That's-
it's all
Wow.
pre-boo.
It's all pre-boo, and
Okay.
also it's probably somewhere in one of the old podcasts.
See? Told you.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
So DeMarco, I know you're a huge boxing fan.
Yes.
And I always find it interesting when you and Michael Thompson start talking because I'm super impressed with how much you know about
Love it.
boxing.
Favorite
And
sport.
and it's not like you just talk boxing about the biggest stars in the game. You kind of go layers beyond, which I think is also kind of interesting to listen to. But what happened with Canelo Alvarez? I always think of Canelo as a guy that only fights in early May.
Yeah, he fights on Cinco de Mayo, and what's the other one? There's one more.
Mexican Independence,
September.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
his date. Used to be Oscar's dates. Now it's his. Yeah.
So he's got a fight apparently, Canelo, coming up in September.
Yes. Berlanga.
And-
Yes.
Okay.
Edgar Berlanga.
Yes. Talking a lot of trash too. Yes. Why would you make Canelo mad? You're already gonna lose. Now you made him mad. The last guy he fought, Canelo could have knocked that dude cold. Actually, he did and held him up. I think the only reason he held him up is because the guy was Mexican. Would you agree? Munguia? See? No one wants to say it. But now you made the dude mad, so he's really going to hurt you. But anyway, go ahead.
So what happened? So did Canelo, tell me who he's fighting, Canelo?
Berlanga. What's his first name?
Edgar
Berlanga. He's a pretty
Okay.
good fighter. He's a tough guy. He's a come-forward dude. The type of dudes that Canelo loves. Guys that aren't going to run from him. So it won't last long. And now Canelo's mad. So I guess they got into it at the press conference. But the reason I love Canelo is not because of how he fights. I love the way he curses. Have you heard Canelo use curse words?
Like English curse words.
Like English curse words.
Yeah.
Like Samuel L. Jackson is my favorite curse guy of all time. Really. Followed closely by Canelo. Check this out. Listen to this.
Do something with you called cursing with Canelo. Cursing with Canelo. You say some of the best curse words. Is that the first words that you learned was and you say them well.
Yeah.
Even right now. You're
Yeah.
like, motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfucker, son of a.
Yes.
Yeah, you fucking kidding me, motherfucker. Dumb.
Yes. I love it.
Can't you listen to that guy all day? Come on. Come on. That is brilliant. I love it.
Who was the guy that was asking him
That's
about
Big
that?
Boy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's Big Boy, yeah. Yes. So every now and then, Canelo, he's very calm. He's a professional. When he's at press conferences, he is the pound for pound, he's the guy in boxing. But when you make him mad, that's what comes out. And it's hilarious. Oh, my God, yes. So that's what we were talking about with Canelo.
I know. I'm staying away from Canelo. I know he's
Why?
mad at me, too.
Oh, you don't know the
Oh,
whole
you were in
beef?
his circle.
Yeah.
Yes, you were hanging out with him. What
Cappy,
happened?
Cappy, talk too much. See what happens, Cappy?
Oh, no. What happened?
I mean, listen, Canelo plays golf with a group of guys that I know. They play a big stakes golf game, and it's not exactly a very well-kept secret. So the fellas they go to all the fights now, And that's why a lot of times after the fights, Canelo will grab the microphone, he'll say something about his golf buddies, and they'll all be going, yeah! Like, they love the fact that they're hanging out with the champ. I was invited to go. Everybody knows who I am. Everybody knows I got the biggest mouth in Southern California.
Yes.
Everybody gets it, right? It's not like everybody's like, hey, who's your friend? Like they're like, everybody knew me. And I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm anybody. They were just like, oh, we know him. He's the loudmouth on the radio. So then what happened is I came back on the air, and I'm like, oh, me and Canelo were hanging out. Check out the pictures. The dinners were amazing. And then one dude called my buddy and said, hey, Kaplan's talking all this smack on the radio about what happened this weekend, which I still to this day deny. And I said to the guy, well, what did I say? And you know what the guy said to me?
What?
My wife heard. I didn't hear it. My wife heard. I go, don't tell me your wife was listening to me.
What did you
talk
say?
about Canelo? I didn't say nothing.
What did he say? Anybody know? Did you tell about the party? What did you do?
I already know, but I'm not going to put Cap on blast like he put me on
What
blast.
did you do? No,
I
tell him.
didn't do nothing.
What did he say, Laura?
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, I didn't say
See,
nothing.
I'm good. I don't be spilling secrets.
You can't be doing that, though.
I didn't do
If
anything.
you're hanging out with guys, celebrities, and whatnot, you got to keep that and protect that. That's supposed to be private.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I saw lots of stuff, and I said nothing. And then some guys, like your friend, is talking crap on the radio, and my wife heard it. And the next thing you know, I'm excommunicated. I'm no longer welcome into the Canelo circle, and I'm still upset about
See,
it.
boxers are sensitive, man, and they got a lot of yes men around them, and they don't like new people, so they probably set you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I told great stories. I was like, Canelo's such a sweetheart. He's such an angel. I go, you know what? We got to this restaurant, and they had all these people working in the restaurant, and they were all these Mexican folks that were working in the kitchen, and they were like so happy that Canelo was there, and Canelo stopped the party, went in the back, took pictures with everybody. I'm like, what a sweetheart.
That's
like
cool.
I was telling all the good stuff.
That's cool so far. You had to say something.
I didn't say anything, DeMarco.
You had to say
yeah,
something.
he did.
You had to
No,
say something.
I did
Cappy.
not. I did not.
Were there people there that weren't supposed to be there? And then
No,
Cap-
sir.
There was thing.
No,
There were
nonsense.
people there that weren't supposed to be there.
That's not true at all.
Okay.
That is not the case.
No,
That is-
it's not
I
about
deny.
You can't reveal the party roster.
I deny, and I never said anything. I know the rules.
You can't reveal the depth
I
chart.
don't think I don't think it was people per se, but he did talk a little too much. On it.
I know the rules of the game.
Cap, you would have not been excommunicated if you would have known the rule.
All right. Well, I guess
I
I'm
love
done
you.
with Canelo.
Yes.
I know, but I'll have to.
Pero
I'll-
it's done.
Pero is done. Pero es un finale.
Yeah, it's a
Pero
final.
it is. Big deal or no deal is coming up, but I want to remind everybody that on a very hot summer day, that cold, crisp, clean, refreshing, dare I say,
crushable,
icy cold Coors Light. And I'll tell you this right now. Today's Thursday. I'm sure by now you're making your plans. I'm going to the racetrack on Saturday. I will be at Del Mar. If anybody wants to come, hang out, and have an icy cold Coors Light, I will be at Del Mar. I got a horse running in the first race on Saturday, and I got a horse running in the seventh race on Saturday, which means, because there's 30 minutes between races, that's a lot of Coors Lights that we're going to be consuming on Saturday down at Del Mar. If you want that icy cold refreshment of summertime, that is Coors Light. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. And as always, when drinking that icy cold Coors Light, celebrate responsibly. Big deal or no deal, next.
Hey, ESPN LA listeners, it's John Ireland. You want to play golf with me and corporate Drake Bergman? You can, thanks to Terranea. If you listen to the show, you know Terranea is my favorite place in the world. It's like going to Hawaii without getting on a plane. Well, you can play golf with Bergman and I at the links at Terranea, and then we'll buy you lunch. Here's how you win. Send a video of your golf swing to @ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram or on Twitter. We'll take a look at your golf swing. If you impress us, you'll be playing golf at Terranea with me and Bergman, and then we'll buy you lunch. And you can eat, all you can drink. We don't care. We're not paying.
And I mean no one messes with Avner Gatt and his team. So call Avner Gatt right now. 818-917-5256. 818-917-5256. That's AvnerGatt.com. AVNERGAT. AvnerGatt.com. When you call him directly, Avner Gatt and his family, they take the calls themselves. Avner Gatt says, hello.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season. I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text KING to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text KING to 42424. That's KING to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Sedano and Kap for your afternoon right now on 710 ESPN. It's 6:30 p.m. Big deal or no deal? Take it away, Sedano.
Sedano doesn't work here anymore.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, my God.
By the way, she told me what you did. Laura told me what you did with Canelo.
I'm going to be curious to hear what she said I did.
I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
But she
I
told
like
me. If that's true, then yes, you should be excommunicated for that.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I would like to know what she said I said. All right.
I think we have it on the podcast somewhere.
Well, it is time for Big Deal or No Deal. And that means that I will hand it off to the Queen at UNEEQ_. Follow her, y'all.
Yes, guys.
And by the way, just one little side note. You know, tomorrow being Friday, we've been feeling really good around here. It's been a great summer. It's been an excellent month.
Fun.
With DeMarco filling in for Sedano. Tomorrow, every hour, we're going to give away a $50 Islands gift card. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. Every hour, we're giving away a $50 Islands gift card, and you're going to want that because they got some bomb burgers.
Yeah.
They got great fries, icy cold beers.
Yes.
Island Boys.
Island Boys.
All right, Queen.
I almost said, never mind. Neither here nor there. All right, guys. So we have been talking a lot about the Olympics because Summer Olympics are here, and Cappy did not like the speed walking Olympic at all.
Why?
He thought it was lame.
I just think it's the dumbest sport of all time. Like, I know people that run marathons.
Yeah.
And I know people that run 10Ks, but I don't know anybody that goes, hey, we're having a walking marathon.
I told you about that. No, it was Travis. You have to average 15-minute miles. That's not easy, walking.
No, not at all. In fact, you know that the females, the best female Olympic walkers, you know what they do a mile in, DeMarco?
What?
You want to know?
Go
Take
ahead.
a guess?
Go ahead.
7 minutes.
7-minute walking?
I can't run a 7-minute mile.
That's crazy. Wow,
Right.
that's impressive.
The guys do it in 6:30.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I
know.
couldn't run a 6:30 mile.
No way. No chance. Nope.
I can't even run that, so that's crazy to me. But
It's 1 foot on the ground at all time. That's how it's considered walking. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
okay. So again, the Olympics. Back to the Olympics. Oh my God, Laura, speak. Alice Finot. I hope I'm pronouncing her.
Alice Peanuts.
Finot.
What's her name?
Finot. Finot. Is that how you pronounce it?
Peanuts.
I did not
Alice
say
Peanuts.
peanuts. I did not say.
That's what he heard.
Cappy.
That's what he heard.
Let's not disrespect an Olympian champion.
Well, I can't understand. Yo no comprende.
Finot. It's French, I think.
It's like a mafia
It
member.
is. French runner.
Yeah.
Yes. Finot. Finot. Finot.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Finot. Okay. Alice Finot is leaving Paris not just with her medal and breaking records, but with the fiance. So she said that if she broke the 9 minutes time, which she did, she came out I think 8:58 or 8:52.
In what sport?
Running.
Yeah, she broke the European record.
Yes.
Yes.
The European record. But I'm not really crazy about that because I'm not really watching that. But she proposed to her man.
Oh.
Yeah. She got down
Ooh, I
on
like
one
that.
She got down on one knee, and she said they have been together for 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
She broke the record of under 9 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that she was like, if all that aligned, I was just going to propose. He hasn't done it, so I'm going to do it. So she got down on one knee and asked him, will you marry me? And of course he said yes. So now they're engaged. I want to know, do you guys think that it's a big deal or no deal that women propose to men? Because that's not the traditional way of doing
That's
things.
huge. That's shady. Because what's he supposed to say?
What if he said no?
He's in a crowd.
So what? Women turn down men in crowds
She
too.
just competed in the Olympics. You're not saying no.
Women do that to men.
She trapped him. He couldn't say no.
I actually, okay, before
He'd be the biggest villain in the world.
Before I give my 2 cents, I want to hear Cappy and the rest of the guys.
I don't have a problem with the lady doing the proposal. But I kind of feel like DeMarco's right. Like, you have to say yes in the moment. You may not say yes a week later, but in that moment, you'd be like, okay, girl, let's do it. But I don't, like, I'm 5 years into a relationship, and, things are progressing. I don't think I want Rachel to ask me to marry her. I'd rather ask her to marry me, if that ever happens. What do you think, Funchy? Funch, did Mrs. Funchy ask you to marry her?
No, I wish he did, but no, I mean,
Funchy, I love
but I
you,
mean,
Funch.
there's nothing wrong with that. I'd feel flattered if my future wife asked me to get married. I mean, I'd feel like nothing's wrong with it, And Laura, when are you going to ask your man to get married?
I'm not. Nope.
Yeah, I see it in your future. You're going to be that girl.
DeAndre, when is your lady going to ask you to marry her?
Nah, I'll be the other way around. I'll be the one asking.
Oh,
There you go. Let's be
Oh.
realistic. But I actually got a question though. Like, what is a man supposed to do? Like, if he was to say he said yes in that moment, like, what's his next? Like, what do they do? Like, does she give him the ring and then
They hug.
Yeah, she gave him the ring.
Yeah,
Right, does he wear a diamond ring on his left?
I guess so.
That's awesome if he does.
Does he take her last name?
Listen, I don't know any of the answers to those questions, but my thing is, for me, it's kind of like an in-between deal because, again, I don't like proposals, whether it's the man proposing to the woman in public settings, like at a ball game, at Disneyland, any of those situations where there's extra people that are spectators, because you do feel, oh, crap, like there's people watching and I don't want to embarrass this person that I love, but what if you're not ready for marriage, right? So I personally, I'm not cool with that, but if that's your jam, good for you. I know certain people are cool with that and they wanted that because I know people that got engaged at Disneyland and certain things like that. So it's for them. But I do think that there is a level of, oh, crap, I might not be able to say no in this moment.
Dude, at the Olympics, the world is watching, and you're going to say no?
And she broke the record.
You have no choice but to say yes.
It's crazy.
Well, I'm looking in the live YouTube chat right now. My man B. Tom says, nah, you ain't a real man if you let her ask you to marry you.
Fakes.
What
Sorry,
did you
but
say?
fakes.
9 years they were together. Yeah.
I feel like
If the woman's compelled to do it, there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm not saying there's
Absolutely
anything.
nothing wrong with
No one said there's anything wrong with it. I'm saying it's not for me. Like DeAndre, real quick, was like, "That's not happening for me.
Well,
I'm doing it."
You've been dating her for 9 years and you haven't asked?
Cap.
Obviously, you're not ready.
Okay, but everybody's different because I know certain people that got married and engaged 5, 6, 7, 8 years down the line, and they're fine. Like, they have great marriages. People, I know Funch, whether he's joking or not, he's like, oh, I mean, yes, Christian and I have talked, my boyfriend and I have talked about
there you
marriage.
Go.
We
yeah,
have.
Now we're talking. Now we're starting to
No,
talk.
we definitely have. We definitely have talked about it. I think people shy away from subjects about kids and marriage and finances and things like that because they're like, oh, those are heavy-hitting subjects and I don't want to seem like too forward or whatever. Nah, bruh. If you that's not your end goal, not with me, but just in general, because there's people that don't want to get married at all. That's cool. Like, let people know that. Or, hey, you know what? I never want kids. Cool.
You know what?
Let people know that.
Let me tell you what just happened in the live YouTube chat. Miss Molly just asked Ron Maldonado if he would marry her.
Really?
Is that Ron the Caddy?
That's Ron the Caddy.
Yeah, that's Ron the Caddy. So he said he's always single because he don't think any woman can handle that catty life. And Miss Molly just came out and just said, "Ron, will you marry me?"
Wow, on Twitter.
Hopefully,
no, not on Twitter. On YouTube.
Oh my gosh!
I'm confused.
Way
I
to
thought
go,
she
Miss
was-
Molly.
Wow.
I thought she was back. I'm so confused now.
No, she's not with Dead Meow. Dead Meow is one of these guys who refuses to get married. So she dropped him.
Yeah,
she dropped him like a bad habit. And now she's on Ron the Caddy.
Ron,
That was good, Cap. That was
you're
good.
on the clock.
But here's my thing, though. I respect people, whether you're a man or a woman, that you put your business up front. Like, yo, I don't want kids. I don't want marriage. I don't want this. I don't want that at the moment or for the future. Because you know where you stand with that person in that moment. And a lot of people can't be that direct because they're trying to game it out. And it's like, why? Just be real about it.
There was a time when I hated Beyonce for that one song. Put a ring on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Every time that came on the radio.
Why were you under pressure?
Oh my God! Yes.
Really?
I get the death stare. Yeah. Come on.
But was it from her or other people?
What do you mean?
Like whoever was giving you the death
It was my girlfriend who became my wife, but she would give me the look. Yes. Like when that song would come on, I would just go nuts.
So my boyfriend gets that heat from his grandpa and his family, but not me or my family. Which I think it's hilarious. Like, I'm not the one giving him heat for it. I was like, I know it'll happen eventually. Like, I'm not worried about that. Like, you know what I mean? But I do know somebody that I knew the guy and we were really close friends. And then the girlfriend was like, hey, tell him to put a ring on. I was like, girl, that's not mine.
See?
That's not on me.
Here it is.
You know what I mean?
The guy at the Olympics did the right thing. Say yes then, and then
Right.
say no
Then
later.
work it out later.
Yeah, later.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Where's my ring, girl?
Speaking on the topic about relationships,
Mm-hmm.
surveys have revealed that fewer people are choosing to have kids. It says, according to a research, it's PEW Research Center, they published that the percentage of people that are now having kids is like not having kids has increased from 35% to 48% in just 5 years. So my thing is, I don't have kids. I know Funchy's married but doesn't have kids. I know you guys have kids. But do you guys think it's a big deal or no deal that people around our age group are kind of like, we're okay with dogs or kidless?
I don't really think it's a big deal. I don't think that humanity is in any sort of trouble because 13% of young people have decided they don't want to have kids. I mean, I got 4 of them, so I got one for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys are like, hey, I don't have kids, I don't want kids. Good time to tell everybody that the California Cryobank is looking for young fellas, by the way. No, seriously, I don't have a problem with it. You know, I've got a couple of friends that are in their mid-30s, and they're married, and I'm like, so when you guys going to have kids? And they're like, we're not. I'm like, oh, really? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, why? And they're like, we want to travel. We want freedom. We don't want to be bogged down. We have a dog. We're good. So I don't have a problem with it. What do you think, DeMarco?
I'm kind of with you on that. I used to think the other way, that everyone needs to have kids and we need to, keep the planet populated. But some people just aren't into it. Some people just don't want kids, and that's okay. Because there's plenty of us that do. Like you said, you got 4, I got 2, so we've taken care of this room already.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
we're good.
DeAndre, you going to have kids?
Yeah, in the future, yeah.
D is that guy. D is that guy.
You're going to have
family.
5.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You're going to have
that's
5 boys that look just like you.
Okay,
And you're going to let him play football.
I have a question because Cap, I know you have 3 daughters, 1 boy. DeMarco, I know you have 2 daughters.
Yes.
And then I have 2 gentlemen in here that have no kids as of now. But I want to know, were you guys like, oh, I want boys? Or were you like, nah, I want little girls?
That's
or
a
you
trap,
didn't care?
Cap.
It is a trap, but
No,
I'll be
it's
honest.
not. No,
I'll
it's
be
not.
honest. I'll be honest about it. I wanted boys, and then I had a boy, and then I had a girl, and I was like, okay, I got 1 of each. I'm good. And then my ex-wife was like, no, let's have another one. I'm like, okay. So we had another girl. And then she's like, well, I'm not done yet. And I'm like, I am. And she's like, I'm not. And then we wound up having another one. We had another girl. And I'm like, I don't understand. What did I do? And people tell me, they're like, you know what you did. You know what you did way back in the day. That's why you got 3 girls.
Yep. That's what they say.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That is what they say. But
Uh-huh. Players' revenge.
So yesterday when I went to the concert, I turned to my left and I saw Carlos' wife, Pamela. She was there, and I was like, oh, where are you? Like, I see Pam. he's like, oh, it's mommy's night out. Like, she's having a time. I'm staying with the baby. Because even my boyfriend was like, yo, where's Carlo? And then he goes, oh, he has a little girl, huh? He's like, I would have stayed home too.
Yep.
Like, he really wants a little girl. I was like, no, I don't want girls. I feel like girls are more difficult.
I am a girl dad.
Yeah, me too.
I am.
Me too.
Would you guys rather be girl dads or
any
no?
friends I say that have boys, they say that they're gross.
Boys are gross.
Boys are gross.
Boys are
They're gross and they're kind of dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know? Girls are smart. They're motivated.
Yeah, that's what.
Like, I'm not joking around, man.
I'm
like
with you.
my 3 daughters,
Yeah.
I don't have to tell them to do their homework. I don't have to tell them to go to work. I mean, my son is like walking around bouncing into walls. You know what I mean? 24 years old. Seriously.
I love Cappy. He's like, they're gross and they're dumb.
That's right.
All right, well, there you go. That's big deal or no deal. This has been a very bizarre show today, and we'll wrap it up next with a little dealer's choice. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Results after an accident? Call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law, 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. Are you a healthy young man between the ages of 19 and 38 looking to make a difference in the world? Well, California Cryobank is seeking young men to join their team by becoming sperm donors. You can make up to $1,500 a month. If you're eligible to work in the U.S., you are eligible to apply. Make a meaningful contribution and earn some extra cash along the way by visiting spermbank.com. That's spermbank.com to apply. California Cryobank, helping make a family's dream come true, one donation at a time. Apply today at spermbank.com/ESPN.
Now Martha Stewart for Skechers. When I make a dish or embark on a craft project, I always use the finest, most fabulous ingredients and materials. Which is why, when it comes to footwear, I love Skechers. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and uses the most luxurious, innovative materials and designs to make wondrously comfortable footwear. It's exactly the way I'd make shoes. They've meticulously designed stylish footwear with all the fits and features you want. They have fits like wide fit, relaxed fit, stretch fit, arch fit, and more. Plus, they have luxurious features including Skechers' world-famous air-cooled memory foam. It's like walking on a cool side of the pillow all day long. And best of all, they find a way to keep them affordable. You simply can't get more comfort and style for your dollar. So if you want the kind of footwear I'd create, get yourself a pair of Skechers. It's comfort with style and more.
Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text EQUAL to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text EQUAL to 321-321. That's EQUAL to 321-321.
That is our final segment, music. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 on a Thursday afternoon. I've been watching the Patriots and the Panthers the entire time we've been on the air. And I can't believe it, but Thankfully, the NFL season is here. Yak!
Cappy.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Feel pretty good about that.
I like that one.
Yeah. You know, DeMarco, I was
that
thinking.
guy? Who's that backup quarterback? Oh, that was Joe Milton III.
And you know what? He looks damn good.
He looked good. Well, it's preseason, but he looked good.
Where did he play at?
Joe Milton III, Tennessee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
6'5", 246.
He's got some scrambling ability.
Prototypical.
He's 6'5"?
Modern NFL quarterback, yes. 6051.
What year is he out of school? He's got to be, what, is
let's
it 2-3
see.
years, I feel like?
524, New England, signed. I think this is his first year.
Oh, really? He signed an undrafted free agent?
Yes.
Really?
Draft entry, yes. This June, 24.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, that guy looked good.
He did.
So did that other guy, Zappy, the guy who's like the second-year guy or third-year guy out of Western Kentucky.
Yes.
Is Drake May not playing?
Drake May started the game. Didn't play much.
Bailey Zapp, yeah.
Yeah, Bailey Zapp.
Western
Yeah.
Kentucky, the Leathernecks, right? I think they're the no. Western Kentucky.
Could
something.
they be the Hilltoppers?
Hilltoppers?
I don't know if they're the Hilltoppers.
Okay.
I'm making that up.
Let me see. Go ahead.
Maybe they are the Hilltoppers. I'm not sure.
Are you-
DeMarco, I know you and I talked about going to the Foo Fighters on Friday night at BMO or Sunday night at BMO.
Yeah.
The Rams are playing the Cowboys. Is the game Sunday?
Sunday, yes. I'm out of commission on that one.
What time's the game?
Let's see. I think it's a normal kick, isn't it?
I mean,
Afternoon,
what
1
if-
o'clock kick? Yeah.
What if they play at 1 and then we go to the Foo Fighters that night?
Bro, after a game, I am shot.
Yeah.
I am absolutely shot after a game. I am.
But I heard that the Foo Fighters played last night at Petco Park down in SD, and show was apparently as good as every time Dave Grohl takes the stage.
Come on. How can it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great band. Great singer.
Right.
And like
Yep.
you said, who knew? Who knew Dave Grohl could be Dave Grohl? He'd
Right.
still be a drummer. Yeah.
So I don't know what's happening here in the live YouTube chat. It looks like Miss Molly and Ron the Caddy might be getting married.
Like for real?
Well, because Miss Molly asked him to marry her.
Or just mythical marriage?
I don't know if this is mythical marriage or not. This looks real to me. I mean, I'm feeling the vibe.
Look at you. Like you said, he's trapped. What's he going to say? No?
Did anybody feel like today, like even though Team USA was down 17 points, did you think that they were going to find a way to come back and win this basketball game today in the Olympics?
Yes.
Did you
the
fear
guy
that they were?
the guy that became the hero, I thought was going to become the hero, and it was Steph Curry.
Did you fear that they were going to lose?
No, I fear they're going to lose in the gold medal game because they're playing France. And the Olympics is in France. I'm sure France wants France to win. That makes me nervous.
You're saying that France is going to get a little bit of extra home cooking?
Yes.
In France.
There's been some shenanigans in the Olympics from time to time. So I just hope that it's, a fair game, an evenly called game.
There's no way the U.S. basketball team is going to lose to France in the gold medal game. Come on.
Not without help. Or Wemby just goes completely bonkers. Who knows?
Come on. He ain't no 20-year-old child beating LeBron James.
What if he goes all Wilt Chamberlain, though?
Is this like Rocky IV when Rocky went to Russia to fight Drago?
Yeah, if I can change.
Yeah, because Team USA is going to France to face France, basically.
Yes. Remember, weren't they in Korea? Roy Jones got hosed out of a gold.
That's right.
It
Yeah,
always happens.
that's right.
Yeah, it always happens. And way back in the day, didn't our basketball team get hosed?
72.
Yes, there you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're playing the host country for the gold medal? Come on. That doesn't make you nervous?
I hadn't really thought about it until you just said it like that. I guess the part that made me nervous is that, maybe Wemby is just too much. But come on, not by himself. Not when you've got Curry and you've got LeBron and you've got KD and, AD.
Serbia almost had him.
But Serbia did. I mean, the 17-point lead they had. I was going back and forth. Earlier in the day, I was watching women's water polo. Okay? And I don't ever watch water polo, and water polo is a brutal game to play if you've ever tried to play it. But I was watching it, and, they did a shootout because it was a tie game. Did you see any of the Australia versus U.S. women's water polo shootout?
There was a shootout in water polo.
So you know how
This
in
I
soccer,
gotta see. Yeah.
You know how in soccer they like have there's I don't know how many feet it is, 10, 12 yards, whatever it is,
Yeah.
from the goalkeeper to where the ball is lined up. The water polo ball and the player who's throwing the ball is like, it looks like 5 feet away from the goalkeeper.
Really?
Right? Like there's nobody saving any of these. And the girls, they throw the ball and they don't try and throw it into the net. They throw it downward so that it hits the water and bounces up. And every single shot was made until the very last shot. And the American girl threw the ball, and the Australian goalkeeper had her hands all over the place and somehow just got lucky enough to just barely touch the ball, and Australia won and the U.S. lost. And
Wow.
for a sport that I don't care about, I was all crushed.
For a sport you don't care about.
Right.
It became a big deal for you. Yeah.
Hey, great job today, Queen. Amazing work today, Funchy Lova. Incredible job by DeAndre. And DeMarco, you are a world-class superstar.
My man.
We are back tomorrow. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And until mañana, peace out.